Alright, Starfinders, hello, it is me, your boy, GM Logar, Starmaster Logan, Mike Logan, Starfinder Infinite creator, Logar the Yogar, bringing you a very special episode of Dead Sundays. This episode is outside of the normal adventure path for Dead Suns. This is an unedited video of our live stream from last Sunday, which just happened. You missed it? Well, great, because here it is. We are playing the adventure Cotton Candy Crash Landing, which I wrote for the, which I theorized for the Design Dash competition a couple weeks ago, and then I made it into a full adventure, which you can now pick up on Starfinder Infinite. So those links will be at the bottom of the screen in the description part of the video where they always are. There will be no outro because we won't need it because the show outros itself, and I hope you will go to Starfinder Infinite and pick up a copy of this module so that you can play it at home with your friends, or you can just read it. Sometimes I just read tabletop stuff because I like it, or just buy it because you want to make me feel good, or for some other unknown reason that is completely up to you. But regardless, any of those things that you do please like this video, share this video, subscribe to our channel, and then this year I want you to celebrate Festivus. That's what I want you to do. And all of your grievances have to be about Wizards of the Coast.
History is broken. All recorded knowledge more than 300 years old has been corrupted. The Starfinder Society is recruiting outsiders to unravel the mysteries of what happened. Unlikely heroes must learn to work together to stay alive, where technology and magic exist together among the stars. Dead Sundays, most Sundays at 7 p.m., only on twitch.tv/LogarTheOgar. The past haunts us all.
Yeah. And we're live. Hi. Welcome to Dead Sundays. We're live. Dead Sundays is a show where we play Starfinder on a Sunday. I feel like I haven't done this in a million years, and I feel like I hit every wrong button as I started doing this. And I did. I hit most of the wrong buttons, but now the buttons are correct. Starting with Beck, could we get a cool little intro from everybody? Beck, could you say your name, your character, and what they do?
My name is Beck. My character is Clara, and Clara shoots good and flies good.
And has time powers. Perfect.
And has time power. Oh, right.
Right, yeah.
The time powers that we never use.
You're mostly, you use them all the time. And you're mostly time powers now at this point. Let's see. Ian, please say your name and your character and what they do so I can make sure that you sound good.
Hey, my name is Ian. I play Horatio Raj Cruz. I am the technomancer / engineer of the ship, and I love my parents. And I'm also kind of homicidal.
yeah. That Horatio is those things. Very important distinction. Steph, can you go?
Hi, I'm Steph. I play Zib Beveridge, the captain of the ship. Gotta love me.
You unfortunately gotta.
Contractually obligated to love Zib.
We signed the papers. And Ryan, if you could please round us out with
Absolutely. My name is Ryan, and I play Pax Duro. And a couple episodes ago, I punched a snake.
And my name is Logar, and I'm here to say I've been nervous all day.
Why?
No, I haven't.
Kissy
I haven't
on
been
the
nervous
forehead.
at all. I was just playing Starfield all day, which is funny because everybody that did... Where did half the crew go?
I'm on the other side of my camera.
Stream ruined.
I was getting water. Stay hydrated, friends.
They're making you feel like you're still playing Starfield, just randomly disappearing, fading to black for no reason.
Walked into a wall.
Yeah, exactly.
What an interesting game that is. Just so much of the same formula that I've played before. I love just a whole new world to explore, and like the first quest is go talk to this man, and then when you're done, go talk to this other man, and then after that, pick up a couple of things on the ground, then walk back, then look at a spelling mistake, then make
Just
an
like real
easy
space travel.
intimidation check, and then have to unlock pickpocketing for some reason.
I do
This might-
appreciate the fetch quest in that game that starts with "Go get me coffee," and then you shoot somebody who says, "Hey, you're getting the wrong person coffee."
Yeah, well,
That
they
was
should
fun.
they should suck my dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that a
Okay.
Todd Howard response? You can just be like, yes, no, walk away, suck my dick.
There's like one piece of good writing in the entire game like that, though, where you're in an elevator that gets shut down, and the guy you're with goes, "All right, we need to get out of this elevator and sneak through the rest of this office." And you go, and you have the option to go, "No, I am
No.
an elevator person now. This is my kingdom."
Yeah.
Am I looking a little better? I put my
Yeah.
laptop on a
you were
different
looking
temporary.
great before.
It's hard because I'm sitting on this single piece of furniture right now
It's okay.
in my soon-to-be no longer apartment. So
Okay. Everybody's ready. Everybody's healed up. The things are loaded into Foundry. The module is in front of me, and we are ready to go. Excuse me. So, a couple weeks ago, I wrote a Starfinder Infinite product for a Roll20 drive-through RPG design dash competition. And then I released it onto Starfinder Infinite. And now we are going to play that adventure today. There is going to be no reward for this adventure because this is going to serve as the don't boo me just yet. This is going to serve as the favor that you are performing in exchange for the deeply discounted equipment that you purchased from the hostess. So we are going to put this adventure actually right when you guys take the Space Wave Maiden to the Broken Lands to drop off Raj and Zib, and then land and try to grapple across yourselves. So on the walk back from the Cloudside Community Center, you go back into the Space Wave Maiden, and you're checking in on everything, making sure that Jimothy hasn't ruined every part of the ship, even though it is covered in empty cans of Space Monster energy drink. And Jimothy has also found like every single spot in the ship that he can stand where Shepard can't actually physically grab him with like a remote controlled arm to kind of like move him into or force him to do something. So there's all these spaces where Jimothy can stand that Shepard can't see him, and that's how he's been like kind of getting around and doing things on the ship. While you guys are handling this family dispute, before you take off to go to the Blasted Lands, there is a symbol that looks like a rectangle with a circle inside of it that is glowing a faint blue light directly on top of the pilot console. Where
Oh.
Clara sits normally.
Is
Claire,
Clara
what-
sitting there now?
Clara's sitting there now. Yeah.
Claire, what that?
Claire just lets out a very long, suffering sigh.
Clara, you are in not debt necessarily to the hostess, as is everybody on the ship. The hostess did grant you all, like I said, deeply discounted items. Clara got a cool scope. Pax got a wrist-mounted rocket launcher. Steph got armor. I say Zib got armor. Steph, we can get you armor if yeah. Hey,
Hey, I'm
and,
put on my
Steph, would you like
Spartan
some
here.
Ama? Would you like some Ama, Steph?
and
I'm so weak.
Horatio got a shine job. You got new eyes. With dark.
Wait, I
vision.
did?
Yeah, you got dark
Yeah.
vision and low light vision and all kinds of neat stuff. Yeah. And it was not as expensive as it would have been because you were granted this discount in exchange for a favor at a later date. And now you are sitting there with Clara in the cockpit looking at this symbol that is directly on top of the pilot console. You literally cannot touch the console without touching the thing.
We also decided to make canon that Clara exists in real time while all of that happened. So they're the only ones who got to watch Raj's eye surgery in real time. Where
I
we all
watched the
thought it
hostess
was
literally
magic.
rip your eyeballs out of your skull and put it back in.
It wasn't okay. It wasn't a rip. It was an extraction. It was a
was
surgical
okay.
extraction.
We in the
That
biz
didn't
we
come
call them
through.
a ripper doc, but it is kind
Aw.
of a euphemism.
As long as it was Thundercat from Star Wars doing it, I'm totally cool.
No,
Okay.
it
Anyway,
was-
yeah, I'm gonna sigh and I'm just gonna like slam my hand like I'm hitting a big button, like right in the
Yay!
circle.
So, normally what happens when you touch one of these is whatever you touch turns, it's usually like a wall or the floor, it grows into a large white circle that becomes a portal that you then walk or fall through and it takes you to a new place. That is not what happens. This time, the large white circle grows underneath the Space Wave Maiden itself.
Yeah, don't like that.
Grows large enough to engulf the Space Wave Maiden. The ship falls down right through, and you guys are transported to somewhere else. Out of nothing appears a spaceship above a planet. That's you guys.
Oh,
As
okay.
soon,
I was like, oh shit.
Oh, good. The Space Wave Maiden drops out of this instantaneous portal and is immediately in orbit around a planet that is definitely habitable.
Oh, good.
The scanners start scanning, and you get a readout that you're back in the pack worlds. The scanners are telling you that the planet that you are looking at is Triaxus, which is one of the major planets of the pack worlds. Could everybody please make me a culture check to learn about Triaxus?
Hell yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so everybody knows the basic stuff about Triaxus, which is that it is a planet with an extremely long orbit. It is currently in its 100-year-long winter and will eventually come back in a way that it will orbit the sun and be in a 100-year-long summer. Currently, it's in the winter. Triaxus is inhabited by two major species of sentients, which are the Rhyphorians and the Dragonkin, as well as the dragons of Triaxus. A long time ago, the dragons ruled most of Triaxus with an iron fist, while the Dragonkin and Rhyphorian tried to keep the peace and separate a lot of the evil dragons from the harm that they could inflict. So one part of the planet is called the Drakelands, and that's where all the Dragonkin mostly live. And then the other side, and then the rest of the planet is just Triaxus proper. The Dragonkin and Rhyphorians form a mercenary group called the Skyfire Legion. And what was so great about the Skyfire Legion is that the Dragonkin can telepathically bond with someone. And the Rhyphorians would ride the Dragonkin into battle with this telepathic bond, making them incredible warriors. Well, once Starflight was invented, they didn't really need them anymore, so the Dragonkin kind of bred themselves into being smaller to fit into spaceships and would fly spaceships in concert with the Rhyphorians in this Skyfire Legion. You guys immediately receive a distress signal, an automated generic distress signal from a town called Drao'nix. Drao'nix is near one of the oceans. It is close to a technomancer hotspot, a city called Prita. You get this transmission, it repeats twice and then immediately cuts off. It's a generic transmission that requests help from a It's more like a Mayday transmission than anything else. It repeats twice and then immediately cuts off.
We gotta do something about that, huh? That's
you
probably
might. You assume that
put it using my huge intelligence score to use. I think that
You-
that's
you assume that the quickness of the signal, where it is, or, I'm sorry, you assume that because of the quickness of the signal, where the hostess placed you was very intentional, and that if you hadn't been there at that exact moment, you would not have gotten that distress signal at all. So they inside of the distress signal, they give you the coordinates for Drao'nix. You can assume that this is the place that the hostess wanted you to go.
Okay.
let's get them coordinates in.
It's an easy drive. I don't think you're going to need to make any.
It's a drive.
It's a drive. You drive the plane. It
Vroom,
is
vroom.
an easy ride, and then you won't need to make any checks to enter the atmosphere or fly across Triaxus.
Okay.
How about everybody makes me one more culture check to see if you guys know anything about Drao'nix before you get there. It's going to be difficult because it is a small. Yeah, none of you guys have heard of this place.
It's difficult. All of us rolled fairly average.
Yeah. But you can look up information about it on your downloaded copy of the
You can
info.
Google it.
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
Google
good.
it. The things that you learn about Drao'nix are that it's a small vacation shore town east of Preta, on Triaxus. Even though Triaxus is in its winter season, the city's closeness to the equator gives it relatively warmer weather, so it's like a popular vacation and retirement destination for Triaxus residents. It is basically the equivalent of like Ocean City, Maryland.
Cute.
I'm reading. Okay, so you guys go through the atmosphere, fly across Triaxus, and are approaching what you can tell is clearly the town of Drao'nix. And let me put you here.
You say it's Ocean City, Maryland. My first thought is like, I wonder if there's a casino. Because that's
I got
all
a
I.
concussion in Ocean City, Maryland.
What's that?
I got a concussion in Ocean City, Maryland.
Please tell the story of how you got a. If you remember, I would like to hear the story.
No, I was like 11. I was on a church youth trip, and I can't. Like a big hunk of metal like came off of a scaffolding and hit me in the head.
Was it like a cross? Was that the hunk of metal? Just a crucifix hit you in the head?
No, but it did. I did afterwards decide that I was an atheist.
Oh, fair. Because you're right. God would have stopped that from happening.
I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I don't want to do this anymore.
I'm tired of this.
Haven't I suffered enough?
My parents had to drive up in Maryland because we weren't living in Maryland. We were living in Virginia. They drove up to get me. And it sucked.
Oh, this does look like Maryland.
Yeah, this is because it's a picture of Ocean City, Maryland.
Oh, fair.
Yep, that looks about right.
Which one's the ocean?
Well, it's all the ocean and it's all the city. Does that make sense?
Sure, one of those is the sound side.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is one of them more of a bay? The crows are back. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All those Maryland crow. It's the Ravens. It's Maryland. They're Ravens.
Oh, sorry. You're right.
Let's maybe get a different. Let's try this one. That's a little.
Can you cue up the Atlanta Falcons, please?
Okay. So on your approach to Drao'nix, as you are heading to where you would assume the starship and the landing pads and the port authority would be, as you are flying in, Clara, you notice that there is no communication coming from the flight tower. However, the spaceport's landing lights and the short-ranged automated messaging systems are still functioning. So no one is actively trying to hail you, but you are being guided through automatic landing procedures.
So the lights are on, but nobody's home.
The lights are on, but nobody's calling out. Correct. Could everybody please make me a piloting, culture, or engineering check?
I was about to ask if there were any other craft.
I was going to say, I wonder what Clara's rolling.
Done.
Yeah, I don't know. Wait, engineering also works?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Or culture? Wait, what was it?
I know the culture of flight, so I can help with this.
I don't know what he said. I thought he said 3.
Hey, Clara.
I said pilot, culture, and engineering.
Okay, great.
Because
finally, roll for me.
They would all give you insight into what.
He's still reading his comic book. All the 3 of us are having a discussion about like the architectural design of the spaceport.
So
the adults are talking.
I like discussing like Delta Sky Mile benefits.
Pax is reading through Sky Mall.
Yeah. We're like, dude, we already have pre-clearance. Just go.
Clara, you are guided by automated systems into the spaceport landing zone. All of you recognize that nobody calling out to you is extremely abnormal. However, it could be easily explained with there either being a malfunction in their long-range communications or that there is just nobody there right now. As the lights blink, guiding you down to a free docking station, there are no other ships that seem to be coming in or out. The shipyard itself looks pretty sparsely occupied, but as you're landing, please make me another perception check.
Okay.
As you guys are like looking out the window. Perfect. Horatio's busy.
Pax is like, have you seen this magazine before? Just shoves it.
No, I haven't. What do you see?
It shows where the exits are in the spaceway maiden in case of emergency.
Let's see. Zoe's secret to his success as a game show host, and Lobster. Wow, this is really interesting, Pat. Thank you.
Claire and Zib, who are not, who are focused on the mission, which for Zib is a big deal.
Hey!
You guys notice that as you're landing, there are no other. All the spaceships that are also parked, docked, don't seem to have any people around them. But as you turn to land in the proper direction, you see out the window that there is just in the kind of shipyard, in the area where there's all the free space where they do like the loading and unloading. There is a mass panic of motion of all kinds of people. And it looks like they're rushing between several rows of tents. If Zib and Clara, because 2 other people were not paying attention, we're reading magazines.
There's a Goofus and Gallant maze and crossword puzzle on the back of the Sky Mall, and me and Pax are like super engrossed in it.
Did you know that the Triaxus has a spaceball team called the Dragoons? But because there's because there's 2 O's in Dragoon, they call them the O's for short.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
It's a Maryland joke.
Yeah, it
Not
is.
a good
It's
one,
a very
but it
good
is.
Maryland joke. Zib and Clara, please make a medicine check.
Oh,
Oh
no.
yeah, that's a thing I'm good at.
This is actually a thing I'm fantastic at, and it's really funny that I'm
Oh,
not
good
paying
job, Zib.
attention.
Yeah, you can't participate because you're doing a crossword puzzle. Zib, you recognize this setup as being, it looks like what they would set up as a field hospital that is associated with disaster relief. You've seen.
Oh yeah, because
plenty
I used to I used to do the thing where I would show up at sites of disaster and
Yeah.
sort of like pose with. I was there. It was all I was trying to help, but also like you take some
Throwing paper
pictures.
towels out to flood victims.
I have been,
Oh no!
I find
Two
strangers
small
on the
hands.
street. Just find
Um,
strangers on the street and I give them money. I'm trying to get 2 people to live in a room together for a month for money.
It is. Zib is. What the fuck is it called? Vacation activism.
No,
Tourism.
Trauma tourism.
yeah, trauma tourism.
Trauma tourism.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you. Yeah. So Zib.
But
is,
in a good way.
Zib is. Yeah. Zib couldn't possibly be the bad bug here. So they're familiar with this in an entirely positive moral compass way.
Sponsored by Ghost.
Don't worry, it didn't show up. It was chroma keyed out.
Oh,
Oh, now it's in it. Oh, now
Now
there has to be some sort of exchange of money. Either we have to pay them for using their logo, or they have to pay us for broadcasting their logo.
we do not want to be associated with your product. Please pay us.
At least an
Um,
affiliate link with 20%. Come on.
So, Zib, you explain to everybody that this setup is very akin to what they do in disasters when they need to set up a field hospital. Disaster relief being anything from natural disasters to disease outbreaks. The ship lands, and again, there is no... There's no communication from anybody outside of the ship. But you can hear the panic coming and goings of people in that large open area where the field hospital is set up. You guys are in the cockpit. What would you like to do?
Probably just get out there, I guess.
Well, I mean, before we go, should we discuss what to do with Jimothy?
Yeah, what are we in?
We're gonna duct tape him to the ceiling.
Okay.
This plan.
Okay. Everybody please make a group engineering check.
I don't think we need that. Can't we just adhere him to the ceiling? Like if Pax holds him up and pushes.
I got him.
All
I got him. I rolled a 35. I was already taping him up to the ceiling while you were saying that.
Yeah, so the 4 of you, plus one of the robotic arms of Shepard that he can control from the AI, hold Jimothy to the ceiling as you both space duct tape and adhere him there, so that he cannot cause any trouble. However, you leave his arms hanging like that picture of the LAN party, so that he.
Yeah, I'm posting this. I'm glad that you immediately got the reference.
Yeah. I was just about to say, like, his arms should be dangling so we can hand him an iPad so he has something to
And that is
watch.
exactly what happened. So he is playing on his it's a Switch. It's the Nintendo Switch. They never made another one. They just continued making it for another 3,000 years.
How do you improve upon perfection?
And they never
honestly?
will. Stop asking.
I like the
they're not
idea of
going
like a Galarian artificer creating the Nintendo Switch like 30,000 years in the past.
Yep.
So
Jimothy
So-
just won't shut up about wanting a Luigi's Mansion 4. Just won't ever stop talking about it.
Which is weird because he's undead.
Yeah, exactly.
He's playing Luigi's Mansion and he's like, I know that guy. So, you put Jimothy on the ceiling. He's hanging. He's playing. You set up a very long straw for 1 can of Space Monster energy drink, and
How
you
to make it
give him
last.
his iPad Switch, his Nintendo iPad Switch, and he's good to go. He's got Fortnite. He's got his headphones on. He's good to go for the next like 2 or 3 days.
He doesn't need to eat.
We have a sign on the Space Wave Maiden that's like the air is on and his favorite song is playing.
I'm gonna draw that this week at some point.
So you set up Jimothy. You make sure Jimothy is good, and you go to the side airlock that has the extendable stairs. You leave the airlock, and when you do, the sound then gets much louder, obviously, and you can hear the sound of like 1,000 people talking at once. It is the sound that you hear when you go to a convention. There is so much happening all at once. But as soon as you get out, at the bottom of the stairs, kind of hopping back and forth between 2 legs, is a skittermander. And she's got all 6 of her arms up, and she's bouncing from one leg to the other. And as soon as the stairs hit the ground, she runs up the stairs to meet you guys as you come out. Who is first?
Captain, I guess.
I would assume. Okay. So, Zib, you are at the top of the stairs. You get maybe 2 or 3 down. She bolts up the stairs and grabs both of your hands. She grabs the left hand with all 3, and then the other hand with all 3, and she's got your 2 big arms held with all of her hands. And she's just, thank you. We are so worried that no one will be able to get our message. You're here to help, right? We're really in it deep now. And she starts pulling you down the stairs.
Of course, yes. I'm so glad. You've heard of me.
Yeah. Sure. Actually, yeah. Good point. Zib, pick a number, please.
Out of all numbers.
Out of 20.
15.
Gonna turn out this is Beverage Con.
She does not know you. Yeah, it's funny. The bubblies are down there. The bubblies? No, I don't like that at all. But I like it that
The
something
thirsty.
like that.
It's the thirsty.
The thirsty, yes.
That doesn't make it sound like a cult.
No, it doesn't.
The Bev heads.
Ooh, Bev Heads is good too.
Bev is very good.
She starts pulling you through the field hospital, kind of gesturing to everyone around her as they run along. She said, we only had time to set out a generic distress signal before the main communications tower was infected. So now there's no long-range communication in or out, so we're really on our own, and we've kind of made a huge mess. We're doing our best, but we can only help so much. And you can tell that she is exhausted and dejected and clearly has some kind of stock beyond just being caught in this whatever disaster is. So you are now kind of standing in the middle of this field hospital place, and you are allowed to ask her as many questions as you want, as she is walking you somewhere.
Great. Okay, you need to. Sorry, but you need to start at the beginning. About the mess that is occurring.
Right. So I'm Captain Camilla, and I am the captain of my own delivery crew of 5 other skittermanders, and we were contracted by Absalom Station Candy Crafters to take a huge load of cotton candy from Absalom Station to here, right? But then we kind of put too much on the ship, and we kind of hit kind of a rough weather patch from the winter storm. And when we made entry near Drao'nix, we hit the storm, and then we crashed. So, fortunately, the cotton candy exploded, and it cushioned our blow, and we didn't have any severe injuries. Because and she starts to explain like the whole process of making cotton candy, but really what it comes down to is that they found a way to make impossibly dense chunks of candy that you then slot into a cotton candy maker that then spins it up so that they can serve it. So when they transport it, they have it in these like very, very dense cubes
Right.
that they can
Okay.
easily transport and then eventually fluff up later. So she says, so we had a lot of those and then we crashed, which fortunately the cotton candy cushioned our blow, but then unfortunately something happened after that.
What's that? Yeah, what's that something? Why are you
So
burying the lead?
part of making Absalom Station nano cotton candy is you take those cotton candy cubes and when you condense them, you put nanobots in them, and it helps them spin up. And unfortunately, when we landed, something in the air made the nanobots go crazy, and now everybody is sort of infected with this cotton candy nanobot plague. Um, and also, there is a giant blob of cotton candy that is moving towards the city that is eventually going to engulf everybody as it tries to get to the saltwater ocean.
Pax
How are
hears
people-
nanobot plague and just puts his helmet on. Just fuck this.
And
no.
she goes, that's not going to help. Actually, you can't breathe it in. You have to touch it. If you touch it, or it touches you, it might get into you. So the helmet. I mean, you look great, but the helmet isn't going to really do anything.
I was about to ask, like, what's the vector of transmission? Is it
right
airborne?
now we just know
like
that it's by contact and that
skin to skin contact, or is it like
no touching the blob at all. So when we landed,
So don't touch the blob.
Well, so
thanks, Doctor.
Wow, yeah, she looks at Clara. She's like, "Wow, that is so helpful. So happy that you're here." But no, when we landed outside of town, but some of it was flung into the town, which then reacted with something, and then started to infect people who touched it, and then it mutated, and now everybody's sick, like really sick, really sick.
like what are their symptoms? Sick? Was it
Um,
like a fever and flu, or like
no,
you said?
it's more like they get like really sluggish, and then they get sleepy, and then they go into and then they fall asleep, and we have a lot of people who are very quickly falling into like a coma because the nanobots are doing something to their blood sugar with the candy. But we decided that what we were going to do was we were going to commandeer, without asking, a scorpion excavator, and then we were going to dig a big hole, and then that way the blob will fall into the hole, and we will save the town from the blob that would basically just wash over us and kill everybody in its way, and as it moves towards the ocean. I guess I don't know why.
I do not understand. Why can my helmet not stop the transmission, but a hole can?
She turns to Clara and she goes, "Help!"
Why me?
You look the grumpiest.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's
Fair.
rare on perception.
Yeah.
That was a natural 20 perception check right there.
And she's like, well, because you can't breathe it in, but if we get it in the hole in the trench that we built, then it will fall into the hole and it won't wash over the town and hurt everybody. Does that make sense?
Makes sense to me.
Like it does, but then what's the plan after that? You're just gonna leave
Probably
it as
fill
a
in the
moat?
hole.
Yeah.
Right. An
Just
excellent,
don't go in there.
an excellent question. So that's why we sent out the distress signal, because we don't actually know what to do. We've been able to help people resist the nanobots, and we've been able to help people deal with their candy infection, but we're only like delaying it, so we kind of need an untainted sample from the big blob to synthesize a cure to give to all these people. So I
was just about to ask you guys if you had a sample on hand that I could examine.
Don't, because all of the candy got picked up and passed around, and then everybody got infected, and now all the candy that's in here is actually super dangerous.
Where are you? Where are the infected? Are they? Are they?
And
Are
she
you?
just kind of starts pointing with all 6 of her hands, like, and you look
Okay.
around and you're just like, oh, all of these people in cots, in beds and things, are sick.
Okay. I give Pax his magazine back, and realize that there's patients all around me. Okay.
Yeah,
Is it
she didn't really
possible?
explain that. She just kind of said, like, we're in trouble, and just kind of started pointing, and now it's become very clear that this convention floor-sized area is full of sick people. Luckily, you can't get the disease just by being around them. You have to physically touch the cotton candy stuff.
I was about to ask
And
that question.
I was. Is there? Okay, so it's a two-parter question. Is there a patient zero that well, one, can I examine people who are infected? And then two, is there like a patient zero or somebody who was like the first person that contracted?
Yes, and then no.
Okay.
It was kind of
All right.
all at once.
Gotcha. Yeah, I guess that would make sense if it got thrown into like a town square.
Yeah, that's kind of yeah. Here's my plan. Dig a hole, and get you guys to help out. I'm going to take you to the command tent, where we can talk to the people that are in charge, and maybe they can give you something to do, to help out. And she points to this basically big tent at the end of the tents, where clearly the situation room is. But if you want to investigate the patients first, you can do that.
Yeah, I do want to. I do want to investigate. At least examine uh, some patients.
So there's literally patients all around you. Some of them are just really weak. Some of them are confused, and some of them are are in comas. The way this is going to work is one character is going to make a medicine check, and the rest of you guys can aid in a bunch of different ways by gathering information.
Great.
The ways that you can aid are with diplomacy, where you're interviewing patients, with life science, where you're studying the effects on sentience, or with engineering, where you're studying the effects on hardware.
These are all things that I am good at.
Pick one.
Wait a second. You said I can only interview with diplomacy?
Yeah.
Can't I just
yell at someone until they answer the question?
No, you cannot. You cannot intimidate a cure out of a sick person.
Damn it.
So the 4 of you can kind of.
Oh, that disease. Who's boss?
The who does the big blob work for? The 4 of you can go around this field hospital area to gather information, if you want. Raj, who is going to make the actual medicine check?
I will, because
Probably
I have life sciences as like an actual skill, like a
Well,
trained
you're going to
skill.
make a medicine check.
How's
Oh,
your
okay.
medicine look?
Also very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clara, you can choose diplomacy, life science, or engineering to help gather information.
I'm so good at all of these things. I guess technically I have the highest modifier in engineering. Do you want me to roll public?
Sure.
Yeah, I want to see this bonus because I got a plus 18.
It's not that.
Okay. It's still very good. Yeah.
Clara, you kind of leave the field hospital area and you walk over to where some of the other ships are. The Skyfire Legion has a bunch of their small fighter ships parked at this shipyard, and you can see that some of them are disabled because a blob of cotton candy kind of got onto it, and then the nanobots went into the machine and disabled it. So Raj is going to get a +2 from that. Pax, how would you like to investigate the cotton candy plague?
I am going to go ahead and... God, I'm good at none of these. That's what's fun about this.
But you're weirdly good at life science.
Yeah, I feel
despite
like
on
life
paper
science
not
is
being
like
good
the-
at life
no.
science. You should
Life
roll
science is
life
where I'm
science.
I'm okay at life science, so I'll definitely go with the life science as far as a check.
I hope you get a critical success.
Actually, so here's what I want to do with life science. I want to figure out if blood is something that's needed for the transmission, because they said something. The skittermanders said something about blood being, I don't know, more
blood sugar
sugary,
levels.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, blood sugar.
Yeah.
So I want to know if blood is essential for this to pass, because otherwise, if it's not, we're grabbing Jimothy and throwing him into the candy to get us our sample. 16.
So that's not how aid works.
Damn
you
it.
can't just posit a question and get an answer. You are studying the effects on the fleshier sentience of life science. You know that these nanobots take this modified cotton candy and they run it through a sentient body, and it does something with the sugar makeup of their body, and their constitution is therefore affected, and they go through a full range of disease effects.
All right.
Zib, you want to interview some patients for the diplomacy check?
I thought you'd never ask. And I'm gonna hold off on my blowing the roof off this roll with my expertise dice until afterwards, because I'm a slick customer.
Yep. Oh, you needed a 10. You nailed it.
Cool.
Just
Great
the
work.
aid.
Bedside manner.
Zib, your bedside manner is incredible. Question.
Everyone's shocked that I can be nice.
You're just like making giant pools of spaghetti for everybody to sit inside. And...
That's really nice.
Yeah, that was the thing Patch Adams did.
Question: is your camera on?
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Just one.
Do they know that? I don't think so.
Okay. You interview a lot of these patients, and they all corroborate the same story that Captain Camilla had given you. In that there was a crash, and a large amount of the cotton candy was flung into the city. People started to touch it and pick it up. Very quickly after that, they started to not feel good. As they passed it around, they then felt even worse, and eventually it turned into a full-blown plague.
Is Captain Camilla infected?
No, she's not. And none of the skittermanders are infected.
They were all really close. That's weird.
You can ask Camilla that if you want.
I would love to ask her that.
So what she says is that when they crashed, they were cushioned by the cotton candy as it spilled out, but they realized that the crash was so bad that it flung some of it into town, so they went to town. And then once they got there, they didn't get any of it on them. So once they got to town, they
yeah, I guess that would make sense because they're inside
and then
there.
they turn around and were like, oh shit,
yeah.
Now there's a giant blob coming towards the town from our crash site.
Because consider, like, Clara, like, they probably weren't sitting in their own cargo hold when they crashed your ship.
Yeah,
so,
it landed butt down.
Okay.
And it cushioned the blow, and some of that got squirted into the town.
Remember when Jimothy spilled his Space Monster energy drink on your rifle? Kind of like that.
How could I forget?
Yeah. Put it in terms Clara can understand.
It was only the worst day of my life.
Okay.
So Ian, why don't you make me a medicine check with a +6 bonus? Because everybody was very good at their aiding.
Do I just add situational bonus? I just add a +6. That's pretty cool. All right. Hey!
Nice.
Nailed it.
All right, let me figure something out real quick. Okay, so you have achieved the highest possible medicine check that you can. I'm sorry. Your medicine check was so high that you learn everything that you possibly can about the plague. If you, I had it set up in that how good you did determined how much stuff you learned about the plague. So the first thing that you learned is that the plague is contagious, but only through direct contact with the blob, and that in order for people to find a cure, they need to get an untainted sample to synthesize something, because all of this is mixed with either the programming from the nanobots after it touched the machine, or from people's bodies. They need an untainted sample to create a cure that they can then give to everybody else. The medium check that you pass is that the nanobots carry the candy blobs through the body, fluctuating blood sugar levels or just kind of whatever constitutional makeup the creature has. And it kind of starts to turn their body into mush. They go from healthy to sluggish to weakened to impaired. And then after that, they start to kind of lose their cognitive abilities, and then they fall into a coma. The last thing that you learn from the I'm going to send you this on Discord real quick. From the medicine check is you get to just see the full stat block. And if you have questions about that, just let me know.
I wish above the table I wish I had cheated so I knew that this was part of the adventure, so I could specifically pick the skill trees and spell slots that let me manipulate nanotech, because this adventure would have just been over. So...
no, it wouldn't work, because I would have GM bullshitted my way out of that.
I'd have, yeah. You probably been like, yeah, Ian, no, you're not. You're not using any of these abilities. Okay. Oh, this is crazy. Okay.
So the thing that you notice the most, you are unfortunately pretty familiar with diseases, because of your little adventure in the jungle and the encounter with the Kasarix. The most upsetting thing about this disease is the frequency at which it progresses. Normally, a disease starts healthy and then goes latent and then starts to progress through the body. This has a frequency of once per hour, which means that every hour the infected person moves up on the disease track, which is extremely fast compared to once per day.
I convey the urgency of the situation to the rest of the party, of that we realistically only have about like half a day to figure this out, or else this entire a good portion of this town is going to be comatose, if not worse.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. This I haven't seen anything like this. I've never seen anything like this because it's like these nano machines are essentially just like accelerating metabolic processes of organic beings. And it's basically turning everything into like space diabetes. So that's potentially dangerous. So we should get it out there, Captain.
And wouldn't you know it, that's bad.
Yeah.
So after you do your little investigation, I didn't mean to say it like that. After your little after y'all do a good try, Camilla comes back and she says, "Hey, so I talked to the mayor-elect and the mandate chief, and they wanted to meet you. So if you could follow me." And she somehow manages to grab each one of your hands with two of hers. Clara, she grabs one of your hands with two of hers. Pac, she grabs two of your hands with one of hers. And I'm sorry, she grabs everybody's hand. Somehow. She's got 6 arms. You guys have 200 apiece. Shoot, everybody's hand is held as you guys are led to this this operations tent.
Is her tiny paw just like wrapped around one of Pax's giant claws?
Yeah,
that'd be
it's
okay.
just the giant fingernail. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys walk into this tent and you can see one panicked Rhyphorian who is clearly of elder age, and a dragonkin in red and gold armor standing over a computer readout of the city of Drao'nix. The Rhyphorian is overly panicked and losing his mind. The dragonkin is trying to gain any kind of logistical advantage that she can with what is happening, as their advisors come up and try to give them more information. Once you come in, the dragonkin looks at you guys and she introduces herself as... What the hell did I name this person? She introduces herself as the Mandate Chief THNX. She is a member of the Skyfire Legion that was currently posted in Drao'nix, along with a small member of the rest of her squad. She is attempting to take control of the situation, but it happened so fast that there was very little that she could do. Do you guys have any questions for
her? Probably should.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm stupid.
I'm trying to think of what Pax could ask that isn't just out completely insane.
So, have this whole thing is bot related, right? Just very small bots.
Pax.
Are you using your computer to communicate with the bots?
Pax.
She points at you and she goes, "Get this fucking guy out of here." Who the fuck is this? Camilla, you fucking bring this? You bring this in here? You crash your fucking spaceship and you bring tall lizard dickhead? And she stands up. Pax, she is like, she's a dragonkin, so she has like vaguely like, reptilian look to her. She is 4 feet taller than you. Which you didn't really realize until she stands up and she sticks her chest out and her wings kind of like flare just a little bit to let you know. But then once she does that, she realizes that you are with 3 other people.
Yeah. But also female Vesk are taller than male Vesk, and I would assume that height is considered attractive among the Vesk.
God damn it.
So
yeah, I was going to say, if Zib could blush.
So when she has that little outburst of "Who the fuck did you bring here?" She starts explaining basically everything that you already know. The crash of the skittermanders happened about 18 hours ago. Almost every pilot of the Skyfire Legion currently in Drao'nix is infected, as well as most of the residents, because they just kind of started like passing this stuff around, and then suddenly like, oop, it's actually bad, and everybody got sick. So at the end of this kind of explanation, and as she's trying to get you guys situated with a way that you can help, a extremely loud notification starts blaring on the vid screen behind her. She turns around and hits the button, and it's a skittermander on the other end, but he's got the thing like too close to his face, so he's like Blair Witch projecting this video call, and he sounds very distressed, and he says, "Hi, it's me. We're in very, very big trouble. We dug a big trench from most of the blob with the scorpion, but then some of the animals around here must have been infected, and some of them ran on the scorpion, and some of them died, and when we shot them, then the kite and candy got into the scorpion, and now the scorpion is in big trouble and is filling the trench back in. We didn't help. Now, thank you. Bye." And the call cuts off.
We could kill a scorpion.
Everybody, please. This big. Everybody, please make me an. Oh, I'm sorry. If you're trained in engineering, please make me an engineering check to possibly identify what a scorpion excavator is.
Oh.
Nope.
I don't know
Y'all
how I'm.
seen forklifts? I got
So-
the Doosan manual in my back pocket.
Raj
Horatio,
immediately starts talking about that level in Armored Core.
It turns out that Horatio is Scorpion Excavator certified, and
Yeah.
from his civics engineering classes at the Technomancer Academy, you know that a excavator scorpion is just a big digging machine that is pretty much shaped like a scorpion. It has two giant claws on the front that jig in front of it, and then a tail laser on the back to blast through things that are too heavy or not the right material to be bludgeoned through. It's made of metal. It is a robot. It runs on programming. However it is programmed, it will just do that for a while. And it can, at a very slow speed, burrow through the ground or climb on walls by sticking its very spindly scorpion-like legs into the ground. So this thing is not. It is a very complicated backhoe, basically.
Do you have a picture of it?
No, it looks like a scorpion. I made it up.
Okay.
Sorry, this is a thing I made.
Oh,
up.
okay. I thought it was like
So imagine a scorpion, but it's made of metal. Done.
So now I'm imagining a giant metal scorpion, but then it's also, for some reason, got like a sun-faded orange Gatorade cooler strapped to the back of it. That's been there for like 30 years.
There is an extremely dirty and withered teddy bear that is strapped to the front grill of the Scorpion excavator. So it seems that, unfortunately, the trench that they were building jigging to catch the blob so that they could get an untainted sample is now being filled back in because the candy infection has reached the scorpion and it has gone haywire and has gone kaput and is now filling the trench back in of the thing that the skittermanders tried to dig.
You're muted.
I am?
No, you just weren't coming through. So.
Oh, weird. Okay. I'm just making an educated guess here, but I'm guessing that like these nanobots are also, I wouldn't call it infecting, but overriding mechanics comes in contact with that scorpion.
Yeah,
like
they're
that.
doing something. It seems to be different for like each mechanical thing that it interacts with. It disables it in some way, but because this was doing a thing and it was running a programming, maybe that's why it infected that programming, zapped it, and now it's like, oh, I just gotta fill it back in.
I do have a question for Camilla. I wouldn't expect Camilla to know this because they were just transporting it, but the nanotechnology that's used as a flavor enhancer, I'm assuming for this cotton candy, like, is there any documentation on how it works or why it would be behaving the way it does?
What she tells you is no. But
all right.
What she says is that this was developed as a treat on Absalom Station, and the only thing that she can postulate is that she tries to sound like really smart, but she really doesn't know.
Isn't she just like a truck driver?
Yeah, she's the captain of she's a space trucker captain. The only thing that she can say is she's like, Absalom Station is pretty much a closed environment, and this is a living planet. So there could be any amount of outside interference with the chemical makeup of the candy or the reaction that the nanobots have. I do know that
towing the company line. It's not the candy's fault. It's something else.
It's not the candy's
not
fault.
liable.
It's the planet's fault. It's not our fault. But she basically says that no, she does not.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, Captain, I would like to get a sample of this post haste.
All right. Do you want to get to get it from the scorpion, or get it from the sick people, or get it from the hole, or get it from the candy?
So as you
We'd
guys are
probably have to
talking,
get it.
Trinexkin turns to you guys, and she doesn't look at Pax, but she looks at the other three of you, and she's like, "Okay, you three are the closest that we have to anybody that can help us right now. So, Camilla, do you have the thing?" And Camilla goes, "Yep." And she pulls out this this kind of makeshift fabricated device that has a clamp on it and a big red button, and she hands it to Horatio. And she says, "So I've been kind of working on the nanobots, and I found out that I can disable them. I think with this attachment. I tried it on people, but it didn't work. I tried it on a couple other things, and that worked. So I'm hoping that if you wait until the scorpion goes into its standby mode, you can slap this on it and hit the button, and then it'll zap the nanobots, and it'll go back to what it was doing and stop filling the trench in, and then the blob will fall in the trench, and then that'll be it." And Tranexkin follows up with, "You four are unfortunately the only people that we can get to do this. So I need you to go make sure that scorpion continues to dig that hole."
Yeah, no problem.
Out of curiosity, have you tried turning on a giant magnet?
Pax.
Robots are made of metal.
You're going to be the next one duct taped to the ceiling, Pax.
Tranexkin throws a ceramic coffee mug at you, and it breaks.
Can I try to catch it?
You can punch it out of the air. Yeah.
Oh, I want to catch it.
Or catch it. That's fine too.
All right. What do I get to roll to catch the coffee mug?
It's a reflex save.
Okay.
Sense motive.
I do not
catch it. Yep. Okay. So she throws this mug at you, and you very smugly try to reach up and grab it out of the air. You miss, and it breaks on your shoulder armor, and you're very embarrassed, and everybody laughs at you. What she does say is so that happens, and you guys leave the tent. Camilla is out front. And she says, "Okay, so you guys I need you guys to go take care of the scorpion. You gonna go do that?"
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that makes sense.
So here's the thing. We've got a couple minutes. I think you should go back in and try to convince Tranexkin and the mayor to give us a little bit of help.
Like what kind of help?
Well, they can provide I don't know, something. I mean, she's the mandate chief. She's got to have Skyfire Legion people, and the mayor has to have somebody with a gun that can help you guys shoot them. So I don't know. They have to be able to help somehow.
I'm just like looking at Clara as soon as I hear gun to shoot at them.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have two people with guns.
Mechanically, the danger is clear to you guys that you're going to have to go combat with this scorpion until it goes into standby mode, and then use this device on it to shut it down so that it resumes digging this trench. However...
Well, Captain, you know how great I am with people, so I'm going to go talk to the mayor.
However...
Classic.
You can also use this time and the next couple minutes to attempt to convince the mayor and Tranexkin to offer aid in the form of a couple of extra people that will give you a bonus during the fight against the scorpion.
I think this is a great idea, Captain, because for me, my priority is to get a clean sample. So the more people we have that can help us shut down this earth mover, the better.
Yeah, no problem. This is what I live for. Helping, diplomacy. I mean,
Sure.
Cool. Okay, I go back. I go back into the tent.
Put on the old Bev charm.
Antenna slick back.
So
Spray
you can,
perfume in your throat like Bugs Bunny.
Just the antennas.
So you can either talk to Tronechkin or the mayor-elect that you haven't really talked to yet.
Mayor-elect. Ooh. So there's a different mayor right now? This one's just recently been elected?
No, one of the things that you would be able to easily learn is that the town of Drao'nix is led by the mayor-elect, and he's called that because he is elected by a council of elders.
Okay.
Most of which have been mayor-elect in the past.
So it's all just a bunch of mayor-electing each other.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, yeah. There's like 19 old people that sit on this council of elders, and they elect another mayor every once in a while.
It's electric.
Boop, 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 boop.
Ay. Okay, I talked to the mayor. Jeez.
Okay. So you so you walk up to the mayor, and the mayor is beside himself. He is very he's in way over his head. And he says, "Hey, you're the guys that are gonna help us fight the blob, right? What are you gonna do? What's going on? What's your plan?" And he almost looks excited.
All right, so we have a great plan, and I'd lay it down for you. But I understand you're busy, and I don't want to take up too much of your time with all the technicalities and the strategies. It's really us, like, boots on the ground kind of people that need to know the nitty gritty on that. But don't worry about it. Bulletproof. But I have something I want to ask of you. Clearly, there's got to be some folk around here that are not infected, and we could always use a little bit more, elbow grease in the pit. That's what we on the boots on the ground people like to say.
He's overwhelmed but listening.
So I'm gonna say, if you have like some manpower, some bug power, some gun power, if you know what I mean.
No. I don't. Most of the people are sick, and anybody who's not sick is taking care of the people who are sick. While you guys are having this conversation, one person is allowed to aid with an appropriate skill. You can pick pretty much anything that you're good at to attempt to explain your current plan and reassure the mayor that you will be able to achieve it, and that, especially with his help, be able to achieve it even easier. Oh God! All right, go ahead, Pex.
Can I lean in the? Can I attempt to intimidate the mayor?
Yes.
To make it feel like this is a very serious thing.
Yeah, it is a very serious thing. What are you talking about?
It is a very serious thing. Like, we know what we're doing. We know what we're doing. We are professionals. At one point, I served in the military. I know that Zib knows what they're talking about. You have to listen to them if you don't want more people to die.
Perfect. Please make an intimidate check. What was it? I can't see.
20.
It. Perfect. Okay, that passes for aid. So the mayor starts like he like leans back and he's like, okay. And then Zib, you can make your diplomacy check now.
Great. Can I sauce that, or is that good enough?
Let me do something real quick. I have to figure out the DC. So the way I wrote this adventure is that all of the DCs are variable, and I have a formula at the top that determines what the actual number is.
Oh, that's crazy.
For when they're playing. So and then you get a +2 to that. I'm going to tell you that you passed, but you could have done better.
Interesting. God, I love the gambling aspect of my power. I don't know. I'm just gonna. Is this not a valid chat? Hello?
Hello?
can hear you. I can hear you.
Hello?
Okay.
You're coming in fine. Yeah.
No, not the mic. It wouldn't let me roll that for some reason. I guess I typed it. There needs to be a space after a command.
So you got a total of 27?
Yeah.
Perfect. You could
Plus
not
the
have done any
assisto.
better.
Hooray!
So the mayor elect is like, okay. I know that some of the Skyfire Legion they left stuff that they can't use because they don't have enough guys. So maybe I don't know. And he looks and he points to his assistant, and he goes, "Get 2 more guys and go get those mortars."
Ooh, mortars.
And they leave the tent. So you've achieved extra firepower for the fight against the blob. I'm going to tell you that you can also achieve something else from the Skyfire Legion, but it is going to be more difficult now that you've already succeeded at one.
Easy.
It doesn't hurt to ask.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's nothing to lose, probably.
Let me just figure it out real quick. And then this, and then plus this. Okay, I know what you have to roll.
Okay. Are we still talking to the mayor about it?
No, the mayor got up and he took his assistant and they went to find these Skyfire Legion mortars, apparently.
Sick. Okay.
They leave and THNX watches him leave and then turns back to you guys. And she stands up and she crosses her arms and she goes, "Well, if he takes guys, then that takes guys away from tending to the sick, so..."
Well, what is it you need help with tending to the sick?
And she kind of like raises her arms. She's like, "They're sick. We need people at their bedside. We need people to try more things to try to I don't know, stop the advancement of the disease in their body."
Hey, gang. Should we cut Jimothy down?
Huh?
We got Jimothy back in the ship.
What is
It does merit the question of whether an undead creature can even, Wait, no, we established. Never mind. Sorry.
Yep.
Jimothy is busy.
Okay.
He's indisposed.
Jimothy is having Jimothy time.
It's almost the end of the season pass.
Yeah.
He's trying to fill out the battle pass.
He's got to do it on his 3 Smurf accounts.
I could probably give you guys a database. I'm very well knowledgeable in medical sciences and also nanotechnology. So I could probably give you a guideline of best practices and lay that out to you. AKA, I can aid whoever's gonna make the check.
Yeah.
So,
it's gonna be another diplomacy check.
Yeah.
Nice.
So what can I do an aid check with, Logan? Bless you.
Whatever you want.
Let's
would go with what you just said.
Let's do life sciences, I think, because that's a combo of like engineering, life sciences, and medicine. The bonuses are all pretty much the same, so it's I'll do life sciences.
Okay, that's good. So the reason that only one other person could aid the mayor was because he's overwhelmed and you couldn't put too many voices at him or he was gonna freak out. Beck and Ryan, you guys can both come up with an aid reason to talk to THNX. Good.
I'm not good at this charisma stuff.
Well, you can just use any check that you can think to explain your sound tactical plan of fix the scorpion before the blob gets it again.
Life sciences, Beck, so you could probably use engineering because you have a good bonus on that too.
I do have a decent engineering bonus. Yeah, let's go with that.
1 sec, I'm gonna.
So, alright, aid.
Pax?
I'm going to cross my arms and look intimidating. Maybe pick at my claws a little bit. Just.
What do you say?
Nothing.
Nothing at all. I just remember the war.
Okay, perfect. I
He's
guess.
got that distant, faraway look in his eyes.
I would be very clear. Pax only served in the military because all Vesk do, like
Right,
at 13, and was kicked out very quickly.
He went to boot camp once.
Right.
He went to summer
Nailed
school.
it.
Okay, nailed it.
You
All right,
fucking
so
nailed
I have a number that you have to reach in order to get the full support of what's left of the Skyfire Legion. The Mandate Chief Trenexkin is worried about conscripting more people to fight the blob than she is, and then leaving people unattended to who are sick. So make a diplomacy check +6 to try to convince her. That'll do it. What are some of the things that you say to Chief Trinaxkin to convince her that you guys are the ones for the job and that she should give you a couple pilots?
We have a sparkling track record. You can check the Starfinder logs in my feed for more info on that.
It's actually brilliant.
Yeah, shit. I never thought
like,
about
hey, look at all the shit we've done.
Yeah,
and
like
then you pull up your
that.
phone.
It's almost a resume. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's our reel. It's our reel.
Like you're literally like how bards like above the table in like D&D and Pathfinder, like how you can throw some copper to a bard to sing about you when you get into town. Like Zib just being like, here, look, it's my phone.
100,000 billion likes.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's it all.
Yeah,
the highlight video.
It's the supercut of Pax punching a snake.
Yeah, you Chromecast your last like 4 or 5 updates onto the giant navigation screen behind Trenexkin, and you're just showing her all the things you just did: punching snake, fighting skeleton, etc.
The Elikoth trying to eat the nuclear fuel rod, and then it looks confused, and then you put a bunch of question marks over its head.
Nice. Yeah. So
Elikoth fan cam.
a big sigh comes out of Trenexkin as she's like, all right, fine. There are 2 pilots left. I was using them to provide comfort to the sick, but yeah, I guess you're right. This is probably more important. Okay, so what I'll have them do is when you guys are out there, I will have them shoot the blob. Does that sound good?
Okay.
Yeah? Good
Yes.
Good enough?
Yeah.
Okay. And with like a really heavy sigh, she goes back to staring at the 3D readout of the city. So mechanically, what you guys are going to gain when you go to fight this excavator scorpion, which is going to be right now, you're going to gain a chance at extra damage from the artillery guys, and because you pass both of them, you're also going to get a chance to push back the blob as it moves toward the trench. So if you guys don't have any more questions for anybody, then we're gonna move to. So before we move to this screen, it doesn't look great.
Than anything I've ever made. So.
But it looks good enough. So
yeah.
When you guys arrive on the scene, the blob has been moving forward for quite a while, and a great sword 618. Hey, I'm looking to join a Starfinder campaign. Where should I start looking? 1, Reddit. 2, Starfinder Discord.
That's another. But yeah, Paizo's Discord's really good for that.
There is perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ryan.
I was looking that up while we were going.
Yeah.
Have fun. Also,
it's a great game. You love it.
Organized play. There is a FAQ on Paizo's website on how to get into Starfinder Society and Pathfinder Society. It involves a couple different websites, one of them being Warhorn, and one of them being the Organized Play Society's website. It's a great time. You should do it.
Yep. Also, cons. Most cons have Paizo people there running Starfinder games.
We got PAX Unplugged coming up. It's where a big lizard's going to do an acoustic set.
Wow. That'd be great. I'm going to sing all the greatest hits from the early 90s.
I wish you would
Y'all going to PAX Unplugged?
It's actually it's one Smashing Pumpkins song, and that's all PAX has learned.
Are y'all going to PAX Unplugged?
Despite all my rage, I am still just a bask in a cage. That's it.
Over and over.
Just dispassionate.
That was worth at least $10 to $15. Good job, Cloud.
Wow, my paradoxes suck today. I realized I never rolled them.
But maybe they'll be great. You don't know. Maybe they'll be great.
Well, a lot of my skills, it doesn't actually matter the number. It's just sacrifice a paradox right now. But let's see. What's my anchor fortitude saving throws? If I have to do a fortitude saving throw, I'm doomed. Great. This sucks. I hate it here. All right.
So you arrive on the field of battle. The excavator is in front of you. It is a giant construction machine that has two giant claws on the front of it and is taking the dirt that it took out of the trench and putting it back into the hole. And you can see that around it, on its body and near its claws, are big globs of cotton candy. I should say melted candy that are infecting it. Also, there are two creatures that are also clearly covered in the cotton candy blob stuff that are trying to escape the blob, which is represented by the big purple blob at the top. The blob is moving down and is moving towards the trench, which is why they built it where they did. The four of you are over here to the left, and I don't think I have any more things that I have to tell you about it.
Great.
All right, Captain. What are we doing? This thing is huge.
So pretty much immediately, we're going to go into turn order. So
it just looks over at us and does not wait for us to make a decision.
Correct.
The cutscene doesn't even have a cutscene, just a life bar appears.
Yep. Yeah, you stumble upon it, and it you see the big bar come across, and it just says infected scorpion at excavator.
Every time we hit the bar, it's going to be one of those special fights. Every time we hit the bar, like the it's not going to go down. Just a little candy will break off the bar.
Yeah.
Got to break all the candy off before we can hurt its health.
Wait, where's my initiative button again?
Yep.
It's in the combat tracker.
Oh, duh. Hold on. Combat tracker.
So in the top right, click the
yeah, I got it.
Cross swords. Yeah.
Wait, is that correct? Oh, wait, okay. I was going to say, like, what's 0.06? Why is my...
I think that's your modifier for tiebreakers, basically.
Gotcha. Oh, right, because it's my one bonus. Okay. Yeah. It's my initiative bonus added as a tiebreaker bonus. Someone brought his highlights magazine to the fight.
Does anyone know the 8-letter word for influencer?
8 letters.
I'm setting. Yeah.
Wait, what was it? What was it?
Counting on my extra hands. How many letters in my name?
All right.
Beverage.
Beverage. Yeah.
So you guys arrive into a pretty hectic scene. Oh yeah, this guy we can't have this guy. That's right, he talks. Let's get literally anything else. Can't stand that.
The crows are coming back, folks.
The crows might be coming back, guys.
Caca!
Random encounter.
There'd be so many dead seagulls if this were actually Maryland. Because they'd all be circling the cotton
Oh my
candy,
God.
eating it.
This sucks
Yep.
too.
We'd be doomed.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
works. This klaxons? Yeah, this works for a giant excavator.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so you guys come upon the giant scorpion excavator that is infected with this cotton candy blob, and it is now trying to fill back in the trench that it has already dug to catch the cotton candy blob. Additionally, there is a pair of wallopeds that are infected with the cotton candy disease, trying to escape from the encroaching blob. Remember that Triaxus is currently in its 300-year-long winter, so all of the creatures are adapted to being to living in extreme cold environments. So I guess
Sorry.
without so I'm gonna see if I can add another. I guess I can. So the assistance that you guys have gained is going to occur at the end of each round of combat. Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good.
We've all rolled initiative. The objective is clear. Get the scorpion into standby mode and attach the thing. Who has the thing?
I have the thing.
Horatio's got the thing. There is a piece of duct tape on it, and in common is written "the thing" in Sharpie. TM. It is just a makeshift device with a clamp on it and a big red button.
The clamp.
I look at Pax, and I look at the thing, and I look at Pax, and I hand it to Pax.
Okay.
I look at the thing, I look at Pax, I'm like, Pax, I think you're probably the best person to do this.
So
Bored for this.
So using
Tucks it
that-
like a football.
No. Using that item requires you to be within 5 feet of the thing you're going to use it on, and it's a full round action.
Okay.
Yeah, you're probably fast at work, and I mean, I know you're much stronger and harder than me, and that thing will kill me if I get close to it. So.
I will put the thing on the thing. Do not worry.
Awesome.
I am looking for Horatio's check in engineering. Here we go, 35. Okay, so Horatio, one of the things that you know about this machine is that it has a giant reach. It has a 20-foot reach. The Scorpion excavator is made to have very long arms that can retract over top of it, so it has a lot of space that it can get to.
What damage does it do? Like, what kind of melee damage does it do with those claws and tail?
The claws are the main digging utensil, so it does lots. It's pretty nasty.
But is it, like, what type?
Is it piercing, bludgeoning?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I mean, I definitely do want to know, since I'm about to be hit in the face by it.
Yeah, it's bludgeoning.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, I got a plan. From
Okay,
Wings.
great. So if there's no other things that you'd like to ask me, you want to begin combat?
I have one final question.
Yes.
It's an excavator, but is it autonomous, or is there like some poor dude trapped inside there,
it is-
unable to control it?
It is autonomous. Currently.
Okay.
It is running on the Dig Trench program, and then it was
Hell yeah.
infected, and now it is some sort of fill trench program.
All right. So no guilt when we eventually destroy this thing. Got it.
No, the plan is not to destroy it. To be clear, the plan is to attach the thing to it to zap the nanobots, so that it
I
will
said
dig trench.
eventually. Eventually.
And then we kill it. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
We're
Now, this
gonna-
thing's gonna be destroyed.
We're gonna begin combat. I hope not, because that would be bad. Zip, it's your turn.
Zip time. Okay. Move action. Turn on my camera. Camera sound effect.
Thank
Nice.
you.
I love it.
Nice.
And then my new thing that I do is, I guess, get him
Yeah.
on the excavator.
Okay, there, ring stance.
Yeah, I don't know. That's 2 move actions, so I guess I just draw my sonic pistol. And I guess that's it. I'm terrified of being close to this thing.
I need to check something real quick because in my head, I think I had combined 2 different rules when I was making the excavator, and it might not have a 20-foot reach.
Ooh, that would be very helpful. Also, we should all spread out, because if this thing has a 20-foot reach and it charges one of us, it's better that it only has an attack of opportunity on a few of us as we have to get away from it than all.
Oh, I am already planning on booking it. Thank you for asking.
Cool.
Hold on. Hold, please. Okay, Scorpion Excavator. Nope, that's what it says. Big creature, big reach. Double check.
Who proved this
Be
thing?
wrong about this. It's 20 feet just seems like a lot.
Yeah, a square is 5 feet, right?
Yeah.
Whew, that does kind of seem like a lot.
20 feet makes. If you're.
That's this many.
But it's also
Yeah.
a huge creature, so
Yeah, huge creature with 20-foot reach. That kind of. You go from the. So you actually measure it from like the edge of the square of the creature. So.
That's what I did.
So technically. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I see it now. It looked weird for a second on mine.
Okay, a huge creature is a 15-foot space and a natural reach of 15 feet. Okay, yeah. So
5 feet would make total
I
sense.
had looked at the wrong. I had looked at the wrong thing. It has a reach of. It actually has a reach of 10 feet.
Okay.
Because it is a huge creature, but it's long. It's long. It's long, huge. So I will have, and that's why I run this before I put my final little kiss on it, and say I'm done with it, so that I can point out things like that. So it is a huge creature. It takes up 15 feet, and it has a natural reach of 10 feet. Zib, you turned your camera on, and you did.
Turn my camera on. Did get
Can you click peek out?
Oh, sure. Other browser.
Okay.
So you can use 2 move actions. At 6th level, you can spend 1 resolve point to grant this bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls against all enemies who are within 60 feet. Would you like to do that?
I'm gonna hold off on that until we figure some stuff out about this fight.
Okay, fair enough. Horatio, it is your turn.
First thing I'm gonna do is cast Resistant Armor Lesser onto Pax Duro, which will give you a DR5 against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Can you
Does that stack?
post a spell? Damn, it is all yeah. No,
It does not stack.
it does not stack. No, but that makes up for you only have DR for piercing or damage
Right.
reduction against piercing, so this is great. Excellent.
Shit.
That's huge.
What can I do for? What can I do for my move action?
Well, you're gonna have to move towards Pax.
Oh yeah, because I have to. Well, no, I can just look at him and cast it. I'm close enough, I think.
It is a touch spell.
Oh, it is. Okay, yeah, that's my move action. Okay.
Clara, it's your turn.
Alright, I am gonna book it. Probably here's good. And then I would like to shoot it with my gun. Nope.
You may. That's gonna hit.
Excellent. 18.
Okay. Clara, as you... It's piercing damage? Okay. Sorry, hold on one sec.
It would not surprise me if there was a damage reduction of some kind.
Yeah,
I could have
clearly dings off the side of it. You did damage to it, but you can see that it has some sort of plating on it that is negating some of the damage.
That is completely reasonable. I was torn between using the instance analysis thing that I got with my last level, but using that as a move action, so I was torn between using that and moving. I will use it next round if I can for probably slashing damage. Unless we figure out what happens with Pax on his turn. I'll figure something out to use. Alright, that's my turn.
It is the Scorpion's turn. It has suddenly been attacked. It doesn't know what is wrong with it. It is going to turn...
Look at this goofy ass bug.
It's Billy's exposed attack.
Play.
It is going to run up to Clara. Sorry, keep measuring from the wrong space. There we go. And it's going to attack Clara.
Rude.
Wow, that's moving.
Crap. It no longer has the attacks that I put into it earlier.
Oh no.
Where did they go? I guess it can't attack. Oh no.
Oh no!
It gets
I guess
a
we win.
huge bonus to its attack. Clara, it's been nice knowing you. This thing immediately turns and charges at you and takes one of its gigantic excavator claws and makes a melee attack at you. Okay.
I think it hit.
It hits. Ooh. That sucks. That sucks. So guys, suddenly you see the excavator charge Clara and just fucking decimate her. And she's gonna take a lot of damage.
Some I've ever seen Clara take real damage.
Yeah. Suddenly the skin suit is just not doing so great.
Is this your way of getting rid of my skin suit finally?
No, it's fine. The skin suit is good.
It's actually like, oh!
Okay, so you take 41 damage as you are hit harder by this giant scorpion excavator than you have ever been hit by anything before.
Well, that sucks.
It is now one of these beasts' turn. Oh, I found that. This beast is actually just going to take a move action to move to here, and then he is panicked, so he is going to actually just kind of move like back to over here. This one is going to move his full movement, 2 movement actions this way. Pax, it's your turn.
All right. I am going to just run up to this thing. I think I have the 25 movement to do that, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah,
You
cool.
are going to get attack of opportunity.
That's fine. I was expecting that. Running in there like the torchbearer from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Pax. You silly bitch.
It does not hit.
Okay.
Well, unless he's got energy claws.
No, that is against KAC.
Got it. All right, and then I'm gonna slap.
I did think about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Think about
slap.
giving it energy claws.
Yeah. That was my original design. Actually, was it had it had 2 giant energy claws that it used to dig through the ground. But I thought that was a little too much.
I mean, that's awesome. Make that the hard. I'm gonna slap this thing on the thing. What do I have to roll to hit the thing with the thing?
So 1, using the thing as a full round action.
Okay, so I can't do that. Then I'm just gonna go.
2.
Yeah.
She said that you should use it when it goes into standby.
Oh, well, yeah. We're not gonna turn it on. I thought there was like a controller for it. Like I'm just gonna attach it to the damn thing.
When the Scorpion Excavator goes into standby mode.
Okay, got it. I'll punch it then.
There you go.
Well, no, I'll hit it with the sword.
Yeah, please don't punch it.
Yeah. 23.
Yes.
18 damage.
Okay.
Well, slashing damage. I've probably got DR against that.
Yeah, there is. You can tell that. Oh, okay. I seem to have screwed myself up a little bit here. I understand now what I did. I'm going to re-drag this guy onto the seat. Put him on the seat.
Mm-hmm.
Circle around me? I fucked up.
How did you do this circle?
I don't know.
You circle. How?
You zigged when you should have zagged.
I clicked the square, like the measurement controls, and then it made a and then I started dragging because I was trying to measure, and then it made a John.
I've added to the problem.
Yeah.
So what you do is, in those measurements, you have to have the measurement tool selected, which is like the corner ruler. You mouse over it so that it lights up, and then you hit delete.
That ain't working, homie.
Yeah, that's
There it goes.
what I just did.
Oh, maybe because you have weird power and I do not.
Oh my god, stop drawing.
Sorry.
The Pax, you want to do anything else with your turn?
That is all I can do because I moved and I attacked. I am done.
Okay. At the end of your turn, you are going to get some of the assistance that you got. The first thing that happens is you hear a very large boom, and you assume that means that the artillery has been fired from the residence of Drao'nix. I am going to roll a d3. 1, 2, 3. So this target all the way over here is the one that's going to be hit, and he is going to take a amount of damage. Okay. So this one takes 14 damage, and it is pummeled by an artillery strike. Additionally, you hear the sound of a fighter fly by and make a attack at the blob. A salvo of lasers hit the blob at its front, and they try to push it back. He has to roll I think I have to roll a d4. Yep. So every turn, the blob moves forward. And it moves forward 5 feet. Every time the Skyfire Legion pilot rolls a 1 or 2, it pushes it back 5 feet. Okay. So unfortunately, the blob moves forward 5 feet because it did not react properly to the salvo by the Skyfire Legion pilot.
Useless.
Rude. So it moves forward 5 feet. Wow, yeah, let's draw a white square.
Nice.
on the white background.
Ooh. Solid choice of color.
Phil color. That one.
The name's Phil Color.
My name's Phil Color. No lines. Thank you. Phil. No lines. Phil. Opacity. Got it. Okay.
Nice.
And then it's moved forward. So unfortunately, then it's going to touch this wallop head here into. You see it react as if it had. So these creatures are already infected as well.
The kindest thing we can do is put them down.
And it takes. Wow.
I feel like the kind of thing we could do is come up with a cure for the.
Sure.
But that's not my job.
Okay. That is the end of that round of combat. Zib, it is your turn.
Great. Okay. Great. Let's get him, and this time I will spend the resolve the pointo. So everybody gets a +1 on attacks and a damage. And I think I'm close enough to do a clever attack.
Yep.
I am close enough to do a clever attack. Nice. Hit him with the old bluffy. Whoa!
How did you fake out a forklift?
Yeah, tell me how you distract the scorpion excavator.
I bring up a really sexy OSHA instruction video on my datapad. A very tantalizing forklift footage.
Oh shit! Is it that hot action where one forklift lifts up another forklift?
It's the funny German one that's forklifts just like impaling people.
I thought it was going to be like the fork just perfectly sliding into a pallet. Like,
Yes.
just no touch. It right in there.
Good shit.
Yeah, just what would be like very satisfying videos to
That's
Drao'nix.
disgusting. You people are disgusting.
Anyway, then I shoot my gun.
Oh shit!
That hits.
Hooray! Oh, that's not the whole thing, huh?
No.
That's weird, doesn't it? Okay, sorry.
Nice. Max damage.
I'm doing great. Zib's
This is definitely Zib's era. Zib, when you
Zibbing their get 'em era.
when you do I add one more from Get 'em?
Yeah, there's a 13.
Zib, when you shoot the excavator with this sonic pistol, you have very little bearing for this, but you know that whatever you did with your gun was not mitigated by the armor plating that builds the scorpion. That makes up the scorpion. Pretty sure.
Oh.
This is because mechanically in Starfinder, damage reduction only applies to physical damage.
Oh.
Which is
Oh,
why
there,
all energy weapons do less damage.
Clara, you okay? You feeling all right, Clara?
I've been better, Raj. Thank you for asking.
Is your stamina completely ripped through to your hit points, or what's the deal?
We're close though.
Okay, so... Alright. Will I provoke an attack of opportunity if I run past Scorpion here?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Honestly, give it another round and we'll see where I'm at.
Okay. Captain, are you good?
I'm great.
Alright, tell you what though, Captain. I'm going to do that thing I did last time and make you amorphous.
Oh no.
Well, this is just so you can't get, like, grabbed by that thing. Or do you want the same thing that I did to Pax?
I don't know. If I'm amorphous, can I get punched by a robot?
Yes.
So it just makes you so you can't get grabbed or entangled.
So a turn is 6 seconds.
Yeah.
The free action to talk only includes you.
Okay.
That was all telepathic. That's fine.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right. I look at Clara and see that they're hurt kind of bad, but they still have some stamina left. I look at the captain and see the captain's right next to me. So I reach out and I slap the captain on the back. And I also, you know what? No, we're just gonna keep it pretty simple here. I'm also going to cast resistant armor on captain. I'm not gonna get tricky.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I fucked up.
How'd you fuck up, friend?
no.
I took the scorpion off. I accidentally took the scorpion off. So
that makes
the
sense.
scorpion goes after the wall of heads. Because I
Okay.
fucked up.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it may have not gotten a turn last time.
Okay.
Can you hold an action? Can you
It
hold a
wins.
move action?
It went after me,
I don't see why not.
so
Yeah. No, we're good.
I think
We're good.
that it's good.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
it went
So
after
actually-
me.
It actually goes after Clara.
Yeah, it went after me. So it would go after me this round. So no, it didn't miss a round.
Okay. I think I'm good where I'm at then, as far as like movement and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. Clara, it's your turn.
Alright. I tried this once and it failed miserably. Let's try it again.
Let's do it.
I am going to cast Time Loop at 2nd level. You immerse a creature in a time loop of your creation. The target sees and reacts to... Sorry, go ahead.
If you cast a spell, it is going to get an attack of opportunity. And if it hits you, you lose the spell.
Shit. I don't know what else there is to do.
Well, you would have to run away from it to make it use its reaction.
So I disengage and run and waste this turn, or I run and get an attack of opportunity, or I cast a spell and get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
These are the 3 choices.
Don't go hiding in the pink, though.
Actually, I was considering
I'm
running
always
straight
hiding.
towards it.
Hey, come on,
Hey, you were waiting for that, weren't you?
Yeah, coming at me for sexy forklift, and you're just going in.
All right, screw it. I'll disengage.
Okay.
And then I guess I'm gonna book it back. What's my movement speed again? I'm moving more than I thought it was.
40.
Yeah, it's longer than I thought it was. Great.
Okay, so
Yep.
here's the thing about what you're doing. You're
Yeah.
performing withdrawal, which means
Yes.
that the square that you start in is
Mhm.
not considered threatened.
Okay.
But the next
But
one
I'm
is
moving into a... So really my only solution is to run towards the blob.
I'm going to say that you can move to the left. We don't have
In a box, everything I own in a box to the left.
everything you own in a box to the left.
Okay, great.
This is 10 feet. So it won't be able to actually... Okay, nope. If you move up 1, you'll be...
Yeah, I'll be out of range. I'll be out of range until it moves slightly next round.
Right. But also Pax is
Or-
right there, so it might attack him. Who knows?
Hope it does.
Alright, well, yeah, I guess. Let's... Whoop. What about this white space above the blob? Is that
This-
still blob?
That is unblobbed.
That is unblobbed.
And will
Great.
continue to be unblobbed as you see the blob moving forward.
Oh, great.
So you could...
Whoop.
So, I'm going to move you back
Or
for
is
a
that-
second. Hold on. What you could do is you could move 5 feet to here and then cast your spell. That would work.
Okay. Because it would be, instead of disengage, 5-foot guarded step, right?
Correct.
Alright. Let's do that.
There you go.
And then we're going to cast Time Loop So basically, DC 18 will. So you gotta do a will save. If you fail, you're confused for 1 round and entangled for the duration of the spell. And if you succeed, you're just off target.
Okay.
Heyo. All right.
So your time loop confuses both the programming and the nanobots that are infecting the programming. The target sees and reacts to events that no longer coincide with the current timeline, being confused for 1 round and entangled for the duration. What is the duration?
Yes. So it's 1 round per level. I don't know if that's spell level or class level.
It's precog level, yeah.
5.
So for 5 rounds, he's going to be entangled. And then confused for 1. Very good. Great turn.
Yep. Thank you. The guarded 5-foot step was my move action, right?
Yes.
Alright, that's fine. Then that's my turn.
Okay. It is the scorpion's turn. You guys can see the scorpion kind of react to Clara's spell as it suddenly is spinning in a circle and picking up dirt that isn't next to it and putting it into a hole that doesn't exist, and picking up dirt that isn't next to it and putting it in a hole that doesn't exist.
Yeah, this idiot.
That was to camera,
Loser.
right?
Yeah.
Zip, make a computers and a diplomacy check while I look this up. Clara, could you roll me a D100?
Okay.
It is for the confused state. Okay.
Oh, right.
1 to 25. Act normally.
Oh.
Ew.
It kicks itself out of it, but it is still entangled.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yes. Can only hit 1 person, and it's the person we want it to hit.
It's the person we designated as the hit
Right.
guy.
Go soak. Go do that.
19 for Zip.
I can goose that.
You want to goose it? I mean, yeah,
I'm gonna
you
goose.
just should.
There's never a reason not to.
Okay,
Great.
gotcha. That is definitely gonna pay off soon. I promise.
Yeah.
We're gonna do something with it. Your fame score keeps rising. Okay, it's the scorpion's turn. The scorpion is going to lose control of its limbs, or it's not its limbs, its feet. It can't move, so it's just going to make a full attack. Clara, it is going to spin back around and fire its tail laser at you. As it
It's
does,
what?
Its tail laser? It has a laser on its tail.
It's
Why does it need that to dig?
Mining
because
laser.
Rox is big.
I implore you to play Armored Core 6. You can understand mining laser.
Mining
It's
laser.
not that big of a deal. Easiest boss in the
Not
game.
that big. That's a great
It's
call.
totally fine. You're freaking out over mining laser. It's not a big deal. Okay, so it is going to make a tail laser attack at Clara. And miss. Oh, what's your energy AC?
I'm pretty sure it's higher than that. It's in the 20s. Yeah, it's 26.
And then make a claw attack
I thought it couldn't reach me.
at Pax.
Oh.
Next.
It ties my AC.
Meets the beat.
Yep.
Pax, you get smacked as it spins around to fire a tail laser at Clara. You take 23 bludgeoning damage.
Oof. Well, I
Minus-
take 5 less than that.
Yeah, minus 5 from the spell. So, Raj, you see a shimmer that is similar to a force field over top of Pax kind of blink as it reflects some of the damage. And that's going to be its whole turn. It is now the Walloped's turn. This Walloped is going to feel extra threatened, and it is going to use its full movement to get over here. Come on. The scorpion is going to make an attack of opportunity at it. Because that's what it would do. It's going to hit it. And, oops. It hits it real bad. This one, however, is going to move its regular movement speed of 40 feet, I think, maybe. I should know. I mean, I did make this one, too. Oh, wow. So actually... This one... so these guys are really fast, I just realized. So it's going to move 50 feet. And then it is going to make a... really horrible sound as it kind of like runs up to you guys and then realizes it's kind of trapped and it starts to like retch and it starts and
it's gonna do disease on us.
I mute that on the stream.
And it is going to retch and then projectile vomit at Pax.
Actually, Zib, you should film this and then put that "Oh No" song that I hear on Cute Cat profile on TikTok. Pax knows what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Pax, does it want to hit your EAC?
It does not.
Okay. So you see this thing next to you start to retch and vomit, and a giant mass of undigested food and cotton candy comes out and flies at you that you are easily able to sidestep.
Oh shit. Cotton candy.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
It is the other Walloped's turn. It can move 50 feet.
I'm gonna ask a question I might regret. That's not gonna leave anything on the ground that's difficult terrain now that we have to like step over cotton candy vomit, is it?
Logan?
No.
Logan?
No. I'm just gonna say no.
Feel free to put that in there as an optional role.
So yeah. I'm like doing the math. I'm like, I don't know. That seems like another thing I'd have to write. So no. So these Wallopeds are a creature that I made from another creature. There's a creature called a Walloped that's a CR3. These guys are CR4, and I added some stuff to them to reflect that they're infected by the cotton candy plague. Basically, they have a stronger attack because they're crazed, and they can. That spit ability is a innate thing that they can do, but they can only do it once per hour.
Gotcha.
But it doesn't actually deal damage. But now I've made it deal damage because of the plagues. Pax, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm just looking up something really quick here. You wouldn't say the Walloped is adjacent to the Scorpone, would you?
No.
Okay. Then I am just going to attack the Scorpion.
There's 5 feet between them. Oh, do you mean for purposes of cleave?
Yes.
You just have a one-handed weapon, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Oh yeah. It's one-handed, so I would have to like be weird about it to do it. It doesn't make much sense.
Can't even fake it for you.
Yep, no, it's fair. That's why I asked. All right, let's hit this thing. I'm assuming a 14 doesn't hit, so I'm going to use my other attack at a -4, right? Or -6. Okay. Does a 24 hit?
I think so. Now, I only have him as entangled, which is correct because but he is Giddim, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
but yeah, just for not for damage.
Okay. So against kinetic AC. So yeah, you hit him. Yeah, that's the first time that has ever worked.
It is.
Ooh.
What a
But
great
you know
house
what?
rule.
I love that house rule. It's the best. 22 damage.
It's so good.
Quite a bit.
+3, +8, +3, +1, +8 from weapon specialization, 3 from your strength, 1 from something.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's giving it the 1, but
It looks like melee striker
melee striker?
EX, melee damage rolls. Is that a feat you picked?
probably. I have so many feats, it's insane.
That makes sense. I mean, yeah, you're. Yeah.
You just had the 2. Heyo!
Melee striker, add an additional bonus to of half your strength to damage rolls with melee weapons.
Excellent. So it rolls down, rounds down because it's
Apparently.
Yeah, it always rounds down for the player. So you actually do 23 damage because of. I'm sorry, so you don't because we just went over this. Get them is only for attacks. So you do 22 minus 5 is 17.
Nice.
And then it is going to be the end of the turn. So a random creature is going to get attacked.
I hope it's the one in front of me.
So it's going to go 1, and then this is going to be 2. This is going to be 3.
Hey-o!
Hey, it's the one in front of you. It is
Nice.
going to take 3d6 plus 3 damage, which will probably kill it. You hear this deafening sound of, which would be deafening if you were near it, but the sound of the artillery fired from the town of Drao'nix, which has a pretty amazing accuracy considering how far away it is, but it's why they can't pick a specific target. A salvo of a couple small missiles come down and put this infected creature out of its misery.
Yeah! One less problem for Zib.
It's the kindest thing we could have done to it.
And then the Skyfire Legion pilot is going to attempt to shoot at the blob and push it back. And it does not. The blob moves forward another 5 feet.
Ay. Some legendary ace pilots these turn out to be.
They're having a bad day.
How judgy is Clara being at these awful pilots?
Oop, I fucked that up.
Just a little bit. Fuckers can't hit a stationary target.
Alright, so that's how far the blob is now. Wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so that's how far the blob is now. Unfortunately, this guy takes another d6 of damage because he's too close to the blob.
Idiot.
He's very upset about it. Combat tracker. It is going to be Zib's turn.
Hooray, Zib turn. Gonna re-up my get him with resolve point on the scorpion. And what I want to do, I think, is try to get as close to Claire as I can so I can give him a pep talk. But that's gonna take a little bit. Oh, fucking circle. It's not the right ruler button.
Ah, fucking circle.
Yeah. But. Where's that? Sorry, I'm stupid. Just gonna move safely, but do not incur Scorpion.
The scorpion has already used its reaction.
Oh, okay. I can move like. Well, I don't, because then I have to move back out of it. I don't know.
Hey, listen. Vibe it.
I don't know how to get around the scorpion and then over to Clara and away from the blob. It's gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah,
It's
almost like I made it like that on purpose.
Logistical nightmare.
Oh my god, it's a friggin' nightmare. So maybe this was a bad move. We'll figure it out. But I guess that's my turn.
Did you use 2 moves?
Yes, because
Yes.
get him.
Horatio, it's your turn.
Captain's good. All right. Clara is just far enough, and how come I can't move my guy?
I don't
You
know.
have to
going on?
select the select token next to the token guy.
I'm sorry, I'm using friggin' move him.
No, you like the little rectangle square guy next to the guy icon on the little.
You can also use
Draw it
Wazda.
If you draw it out like that, and then you have, yeah, there you go.
Oh,
There.
using the
Did I-
silly
did-
goose button.
Did I provoke an attack of opportunity?
No.
Or did it already use it? Alright, awesome. Claire, are you okay? Are you super hurt? What's up?
I've been better.
Okay, well, now you're gonna shoot real good next turn, don't miss.
Do not supercharge this weapon.
Yes.
We had this discussion while you were out. You are no longer
doing
allowed
it.
to do it.
Do it.
Every time you do it, I miss.
Super
Don't
charge.
do it.
Do it.
We did it.
I
We did it.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
You believe in me or you believe in Clara? Because I don't believe in me.
I believe in Clara.
You hear over all of your intercoms in a private encrypted channel, Jimothy goes, I believe in Claire too, and then it just clicks off immediately. Yeah, so I think Claire's gonna be your turn.
Alright, backing up. Alright. Let's shoot him. I told you.
So
I told you.
What were any
I
of your?
told you.
Oh, you can't switch them out yet. Yeah.
I told you.
Well,
Did you use the scope?
wouldn't help. Scopes only for
Wouldn't help.
distance.
Would you?
And cover.
I gave you the +1.
Doesn't help.
I think we should try again next round.
Yeah. Yeah, Raj, you're
Oh,
no
fuck.
longer. I understand that you were not here, Ian, but you're no longer allowed to do this.
Okay.
It is a detriment.
It is going to be the Scorpion's turn. The Scorpion is going to. What? Okay. Is going to make another full attack, one at Raj and one at Pax.
Nice.
Oh no.
It should miss me.
You should supercharge his tail and it might.
There's going to be 2 claw attacks. The first claw attack's against Raj.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Take 19 bludgeoning damage.
Could have been way worse.
It could
Yeah,
have been.
yeah, it's not
And the
terrible.
second claw attack on Pax. It misses horribly. Okay, it is going to be this Walloped's turn. It is going to break off from being swallowed by this, and it is going to move directly down and attack Zib.
Damn it. I wish
New
I'd been
armor.
paying
You
attention
got
earlier.
this. New armor.
Do I still have the thingy from Raj?
The thingy?
The
That lasts
damage.
for a long time. It lasts for an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh,
So,
Whoa.
yeah.
Cool.
Does a 27 hit your kinetic AC?
Yeah.
Okay, you take 12 bludgeoning damage.
Cool. Does Raj's spell mitigate any of that?
So, however,
Yeah, 5 points of that.
this thing is covered in cotton candy.
Oh.
Please make a
like
fortitude
it.
saving throw.
Oh, my favorite.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It
Not
attacks
bad.
you, but as some of the chunks of cotton candy fly off of you and past you, they just kind of like schlop off of you and don't have a chance to adhere and infect you with the disease.
Bugs are immune.
Not what I said.
This is a good sample size. I think that's right.
It's a good thing you waxed your carapace before we went out for the day.
I wax my carapace every day. Wait, Raj, what did you say the damage was? What am I?
DR5. Yeah.
Cool.
Pax, it's your turn.
I'm
Good
gonna
spell.
hit it with my sword until it turns off. 15 does not hit, so I guess I'll do the other one -6. Probably not.
Nope.
Yeah,
It's
I was gonna say
-6
8.
plus 1, right?
Yeah, 18 is unlikely. I guess 19. 19 is unlikely. So, oh well.
Pax. Hold on. I might have made a small mistake here. For some reason, the ACs of this creature got screwed up. Oh! Being
It's been
entangled by the time loop, and this has one more round of it. Being entangled by the time loop makes its AC lower. I didn't know that.
Oh.
Oh.
So, Pax, you needed a 20. You rolled a 19.
Yes.
So I need to either say something cool, or what? What?
Take a pretty large armor class penalty for the rest of the combat.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the armor class thing because I do not have anything cool to say for this.
Yeah.
The only thing that came to mind was calling it Sweetie because it's covered in candy, and that's not.
Or you could have said, "Get over here," because it's called Scorpion.
Oh, I could have done that. Well, I didn't.
Wouldn't have made sense in this universe. Nope.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you are going to be flat-footed,
Okay.
and
Let me
you're
click the
also
button.
going
Oh, you already
to
did
be
it. Thank you.
off target.
Oh.
Sweet. I don't know. I have no idea what flat-footed
That's
went
a-
away when
that's
you
a-
put off target.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
that's a deep cut.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, I got them
I don't think
both
I've
on
ever
now.
used
Ah,
target.
fuck! I accidentally reset your initiative.
It was low. I'm last. So
Edit combatant. We'll just put you. I think it was 4. Doesn't really matter.
what? Everything's disappearing. I'm gonna let you do your thing
I
with
just
my
keep
condition.
clicking, hoping that one of these things I click will be bad for you. You're just
My
gonna
favorite
be
thing about off target
flat-footed.
is like, if I remember right, isn't it like mechanically person is thinking about other shit, so their concentration's bad.
Sort of,
Oh.
yeah.
Perfect. Pat's
Yeah.
is desperately trying to think of something cool to say.
Yeah, so we'll just make you, we're going to unflat-foot you, and we're just going to make you off-target. And what off-target should do is it should lower your kinetic AC.
Yeah, I thought it made.
No,
I thought
off target
No,
is
it's
for
it's
attack
attack
rolls.
rolls.
attacks.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's like flat-footed for attack.
Then
Yeah.
why does off-target... There we
No,
go.
flat-footed is what
There.
you were trying
Okay,
to lower with.
flat-footed, you're flat-footed and you're off-target. But you
Perfect.
hit! But you hit!
I did.
That's the whole
I'm gonna
point.
That's the
roll
important
damage. 19.
Okay. Great turn.
Can't wait to use my rockets next turn, now that I'm almost assured I won't hit.
Zib, it's your turn. The fight's going, I'd say great, but, you know. Oh, I'm sorry. Zib, it's not your turn.
I was gonna say, is it?
We're gonna roll a 1d2.
You got the walrus.
The walrus is going to take a large amount of damage.
I feel like these pilots are just fucking with us, or the mortar guys.
So this isn't the pilots. This is
this is the mortar.
Guys. Well, the mortar.
I feel like the mortar can actually hit the head of a pin. But
that's not true at all. So the mortars fire from Drao'nix and they hit the wallop head. That wallop head is not doing great.
Okay.
The Skyfire Legion pilot flies by and is not able to put
Come on, buddy.
The encroaching blob. You are running out of room.
We gotta do something quick.
Zib, it's your turn.
Only we had a pilot who could push it back.
If only. Does this thing get an attack of opportunity if I shoot him close and stuff?
Yes.
Poop.
You can move a 5-foot guarded staff.
Yeah. I can't move into the dead guy, right?
You can. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
The dead guy's not gonna mind, he's dead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then I'll just, I don't know.
You step into the dead guy's square, and the guy's like, well, excuse me.
Oh, wait. Yeah, just clever attack. You know what it
The
is.
scorpion?
No, the soon dead wallop head.
Okay. Please make a bluff check. Perfect.
I don't
Please make-
know what I'm saying to that.
So
Sorry about the fiction.
So you only have to talk for the diplomacy ones.
Oh,
For
okay.
a regular feint, what you're really doing is you're exactly it. You're juking them.
Hey ho, hey ho, hey.
Oh, hey! So you're jingling your keys in your left hand.
Yeah, the Space Wave Maiden keys.
That hits. Okay. Ooh.
Why is this pistol so good today?
A large blast of sonic energy smashes into this cotton candy covered beast. It blows most of it off in chunks back behind it as it falls to the ground with an unconscious concussion that will not it will not wake up from. Great job.
Wait.
I said an unconscious concussion that it will not wake up from. I don't know what order I was supposed to say those words in, but you know what I mean. Raj, it's your turn.
Got a family that's going to refuse to pull the plug.
Am I open to an attack of opportunity?
You sure are, bud.
Alright, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. I'm gonna start my skedaddling over to Clara here. What happens?
You get attacked.
Okay. Don't hit me.
Oh, what do you know? That was the secret command word.
Ah, shucks.
You take
That hits me.
25
and that hits me
bludgeoning
too.
damage.
Okay, I'm beginning to feel these.
22,
Alright.
I'm sorry.
Alright. Ouch. But I do make it to Clara, so I got that going for me. Alright. I'm going to get on the other side of Clara here. And Clara, I'm going to do something real funky to you.
If you're gonna supercharge my weapon, I swear
No.
to God.
No, I'm not. I'm going to do something even cooler. So this is going to be the first time. So guys, I learned this. I can do cool stuff to all of you now, and I'm going to cast Instant Upgrade on Clara, where I am injecting you with your own nanobots.
Ew.
Why are you collecting our nanobots?
But instead, I am automatically making... Wait, how many do I get to do? Alright, so I have level 2. I have skill 8. One functional equal to or lower to your caster level. Okay, cool. So I can do up to level 8 cybernetics to you. I am going to cast it's a level 7 spell, Dermal Plating Mark II. It's going to last for 80 minutes, and this gives you a DR2 across the board.
Oh, hold on. You conjure bits of technology infused with magic to create one functional temporary cybernetic augmentation. It doesn't... You said you cast a spell called Dermal Plating?
Well, I have to pick a cybernetic augmentation from the list.
Right.
And I can do up to level 8. So the one that I picked was the level 7
I see.
Dermal Plating.
Okay.
Yeah.
So remember that damage reduction only counts for physical damage. So, but
Yes.
you do have DR2 right now, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Excellent. Clara, it's your turn.
Clara is cool plated now. You have like chrome plating on you. I don't know.
Shoot him up.
Zib, is Get 'em active?
No, sorry.
Oh. So Clara, you needed a 20.
Mm-hmm.
You rolled a 19.
Say something cool.
No pressure.
Do it.
Can I take the AC reduction?
Um,
I don't say cool thing.
no, you're actually going
No.
to.
What do you mean
You're
no?
gonna so you would have to get a -2 to your AC from being flat-footed, and you're also going to take the off-target, making you worse at shooting. Or you say something cool.
I'm thinking.
Or you don't have to. You can just let it go.
I'm thinking. Let me think. Yeah, I got nothing. I'll let it go.
I see. Okay, so it's off target and off kilter are two different things.
You couldn't get a "Here I am, rock you like a hurricane" because the Scorpion sang that.
Again, I don't think we're allowed to use references.
Only if they would make sense.
Raj could break the fourth wall to get the extra one.
Okay, so you miss. You still have a move action.
I'm okay. Well,
Okay.
wait, no, hang on, hold up. What I can do if I'm not moving is use one of my paradox for
Nice.
tactical timing. Everybody gets a +2 insight bonus to AC against attacks of opportunity for 2 rounds.
Sick. Okay. That sounds great. It is the Scorpion's turn. It is going to turn to Pax and unleash.
Got to beat a 29, so that doesn't do it. That does.
You take 25 bludgeoning damage. as
But I
this
guess I'll
thing
take-
smacks you.
I still have the 5, so I'll take 20 of that. Because I'm remembering to do it this time, and I didn't remember to do it last time, is going to take 1d6 electrical damage.
Yeah, funny thing about that.
Uh-oh. Does it get stronger?
No.
Okay.
Roll your
Electricity is
1d6.
either really good or really bad for constructs.
Yeah, basically. So roll your 1d6.
Like, pretty good, dude.
5.
Okay. So it hits you, and it takes the electricity damage, and it did not like that at all. It jolts with electricity, and you can see that like the hand that it hits you with starts to kind of spin in place as it kind of like shakes, and then it has to like pull it back in to get it back to where it wants to be. But you can see that the Scorpion Excavator did not like being hit with something electrical.
Ooh. If only I had anything else electrical.
If only, huh? That's its turn. Pax, it is your turn.
Out of curiosity, is there a way I can shake off kilter now? I don't know why it's off kilter, not off target suddenly.
Because
Off kilter is for like zero gravity.
No. Time out. Off kilter means you are flat-footed and off target. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Off kilter means you take the same penalty as off target, and in addition, you are flat-footed.
Got it. Is there a way to?
No.
Okay, so I'm just that for the rest of the rest of the combat. That's fine. Okay, I just wanted to know. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit this thing with my sword. A thing that has been working. Does a 25 hit?
Sure does.
All right, sweet. Did that take the -2? It did take the negative.
Yeah.
It's going to get hit for 18.
Okay.
And I'm going to actually. There's. Yeah, I'm gonna take a 5-foot step with my move to just sort of put a little bit more, get a little bit closer to Zib, just in case Zib gets smacked.
Okay.
I can't
Thanks.
get all the way there, but I can try.
At the end of your turn, you hear another barrage of mortars. From Drao'nix. The barrage of mortars hits the Scorpion, and as a reaction, it immediately freezes up and hunkers down and starts blinking and blaring an alarm.
Hey!
It's in safe mode! Yay!
Zib, it's your turn.
Can I climb into it?
Can you what?
Can I get out? Can I get on it?
It is covered in cotton candy play.
Okay, so what was our plan?
I'm sorry, time out. One thing we forgot
I've got
to
the
do.
box.
We gotta use the John.
You gotta use the John that.
Yeah, but
Pax
yeah,
had.
okay. Thank you. Go use the John. Wow, yeah, I'm very stupid. How?
I think I just put it on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a little clippy.
There's some duct tape on it.
It's covered in
the-
plague. Oh, I'm just gonna put it on it. But Zib's the stupid one who forgot about the John. Use your brain.
Time out. You just asked the guy who's playing PAX. I'm gonna put it on it. Okay.
I don't think he cares.
Mechanically, what is going on?
Mechanically,
Yes.
what you guys now have to do is
Star
it is
Master?
It's in standby mode. You have to attach the device that PAX has. In order to attach the device, you have to be standing next to it, and you have to use a full round action.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right this second, there's not a lot you can do until it's PAX's turn.
Great. I'm going to inspiring boost packs. Yes.
Yay!
Yeah.
So get your health back, buddy. Probably.
I'll take anything you give me.
I do 19 stamina healing now.
Nice.
Sweet.
All right, Horatio. The machine is in standby mode. All
Okay.
heads are dead. The blob continues to move forward.
Pax, do the thing. Claire is good. I am. Oop. I just want to measure it. There we go. Okay. so I could probably go right up to it. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so I'm going to. What the fuck, dude? All right. It's sleeping, right?
It's in standby mode, yeah.
It's in standby mode? Alright, I feel like there's something that I can do here. I already know it in and out. I had a plan. Okay. Fuck it, we grease. I'm just spraying the floor underneath it, just in case it wakes up, Star Master.
Okay.
Grease.
And I yell at Pex, do it now!
So it's not moving, and it is now the floor underneath it is covered in grease. So like I don't want to say that like it doesn't fall because it clearly falls, but
also it's not moving.
Also it's not moving. So like there's no so like really all that happens is that its legs kind of
teeters over.
Yeah, no, it can't even teeter over because there's nowhere to teeter. Like so its legs just kind of like shoot out from underneath it, and it is now still not moving, but it's splayed on the ground. It is as prone as it can be.
It's doing a sploot. We got it to do a sploot.
Yeah. Clara,
you know, when like a corgi sits.
I don't really have anything I can do at this point. I'm good. I'll delay my initiative. How about that?
Sounds good. It's the scorpion's turn. It doesn't do anything.
Wow.
Good for it. The Windows sound effect plays.
Pax, it's your turn.
I'm going to put the box onto its carapace.
Okay.
With a full round action.
Okay.
Duct tape side towards the hull.
And then
we do the thing with the thing.
You take this makeshift device and you plant it on the closest empty spot on top of the scorpion excavator that you can find that isn't covered in cotton candy. And you
hold A. You hold A next to the objective.
You press F to interact, and you hit the big red button. The device surges, and you can see a jolt of electricity shoot through the excavator, and immediately the excavator exits standby mode and stands back up. However,
it slips in grease.
I hit the wrong button.
However, it has to make a reflex save in order to. I'm sorry, wait. It had to make a reflex save to not fall down initially.
And then if it wants to move, it has to make a reflex.
It has to make an acrobatics check. Okay, that's right.
Oh boy.
And if it wants to move, it doesn't have an acrobatics, so it's just gonna get a dexterity mod. Okay, so the scorpion excavator tries to stand up. Its initiative is now after Pax's. It tries to stand up. It does, but when it tries to move out of the square, it falls and is cannot get to the trench that it needs to get to fill it back to unfill it.
Way to go, Raj. Way to go.
Zib, so at the end of your turn, takes an additional 13 damage.
Oh boy.
Which you don't want. And the Skyfire pilot misses again.
Incredible stuff.
Yes.
What flight school do they have on this planet?
They're like
No wonder they're
supposed
losing
to
to cotton
incredible
candy.
as the blob moves forward. Now, at this point, we're going into the next round of combat. The scorpion is now friendly. It is no longer a hostile creature. But it is currently slip-sliding in the grease as it tries to get back to its win condition of the module, which was to dig out the rest of this trench.
Okay. All right.
Zib, it's your turn.
Wait, nope. I delayed my initiative.
Oh yeah, so you can go at the end of the round.
Which is right now, right?
Well, yeah, it would be
Push
right now.
it. Clara, push it.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over. And I'm gonna push it. Which strength, athletics?
Touch the cotton candy.
Oh shoot, you're right. I'm wearing gloves, does that help?
No.
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 As established.
We established Pax's helmet didn't help.
You may make an athletics check, but you will be subject to a fortitude save.
I could use a paradox, except my paradoxes sucked this round.
I'm going to say that you can push it if you make the proper athletics check, because it's greased up.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, hopefully we'll find a cure for this soon. Let's go.
That's got to do it. Yeah, that's got to do it.
Oh my goodness.
So you
Buff Clara.
Raj is only able to grease up a 10-foot area, and this thing is 15 feet wide, or long, or big. So you're able to push it 5 feet
Real good.
out of enough of the grease that it's not going to matter. Pax, you're going to share a square with it because now it's friendly.
That's fair.
But Clara, you are going to have to make a fortitude saving throw. You pass. Okay. You are not affected by the cotton candy disease that is covering the scorpion. Raj, it's your turn. The scorpion is out of the grease, and you can tell that on its next turn, it will be able to walk towards the trench and start to dig it out. So you can just choose to do nothing if you like.
Let me take a look. Can I do a from where I'm standing right now? Can I examine this cotton candy blob? Like, can I observe it?
Yeah, go get your sample. Don't you need a sample?
I want to determine if this is one contiguous organism or if this is multiple organisms.
So, yeah, you can use your full action to make a life sciences check.
Okay, yeah, that's what I want to do.
It's not an organism at all. It is a conglomerate of melted sugar that is being manipulated by nanobots.
Yummy.
And it is a giant, long blob that is headed straight towards the city.
Delicious. Also, did I just skip my turn?
Yeah, I did.
Oops.
Zib, it's your turn.
Cool. Zib is gonna run over here and start digging. Every little bit helps, folks. It takes a village.
It takes a village.
Best bug.
Influencer fucking thing to do.
I'm over here helping dig in this trench.
Pax,
Save the city.
Pax, it's your turn. You have to make a fortitude save because this thing is all up in your grill.
Got it. My grill is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I radio the pilots to not shoot the scorpion now that it's friendly now?
You sure can.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna call off the airstrike specifically on the scorpion and tell them to shoot the blob.
You bring up your risk communicator, which is also a vid caller or whatever, and Camilla answers, and she's like got the camera up to her face, but you can see that there's 5 other skittermanders like around her trying to get into the shot, and you can hear them yelling that you were successful and that they need to call off the pilot.
Yep.
And the attacks.
No, they need to continue to attack the blob, but not the Scorpone.
Okay.
That's
so
friendly.
the pilot was attacking the blob, and the citizens were shooting the mortars.
They need to stop shooting the mortars.
Okay. Communicating.
Okay.
Continue the blob. So the Scorpion is now going to make this. The rest of it is now back in working order. It makes the rest of its trek towards the ditch, and it starts re-digging the trench. And in a very short amount of time, it digs out what it had filled back in when it was infected. And you can see that the blob, no matter how far forward it moves, how fast it moves, the trench will be able to catch it.
Hooray!
You have
We saved the
successfully
city.
solved my cotton candy blob puzzle.
Woo!
Digging up on holes. Just like Shia LaBeouf.
I was gonna burn my level 3 slot to shrink it with fluidity of form.
So just to be perfectly clear, you can lose this adventure.
Oh, I figured.
Like, if you guys hadn't, if the Scorpion is destroyed, or you guys didn't solve it in time of the blob moving forward, and it would move past the trench, you guys technically would lose.
Walk away whistling, and then get back into the ship, and then just be like, "Hey, Jimothy, nothing happened here. Let's go."
We're going home.
Hey, we need to call the government of this planet and tell them to nuke this place. Could you get them on the horn?
So now that the Scorpion has resumed its digging of the trench in front of you, the blob falls into it, and you guys are easily, without having to make a roll, able to take an untainted sample of the cotton candy mass blob that is in front of you, and take it back to the field hospital, where 100% of the affected people are able to be cured, because you did such a fantastic job of recruiting them and getting the Scorpion to dig that hole so that it didn't touch anything else, and get a sample that they could see what it was like in its base form before it was changed by attaching to something to electronic, or attaching to something that was fleshy and sentient. When you get back, there is a lot of celebration fanfare, because everybody has been informed by PAX that the Scorpion is doing the job it's supposed to do again, and has also been locked out from being affected by further nanobots. That's what that little box did that Camilla made. You're congratulated, but very quickly you know that you have to take off again so that you can go back into space, so that you can transport back to the adventure that you were on. I'm going to give you guys a reward for this. I don't know what it is yet. It's going
Cotton
to
candy.
be. It's going to be a lifetime supply of cotton candy.
Woo!
Isn't that
No,
exciting?
wait.
And I will put that in the final version of this adventure once I finish that this week and upload it. Currently on Starfinder Infinite, this adventure only has the adventure text and the stat blocks and what to do. I kind of pushed you guys very quickly through the beginning. There can be a lot more roleplay that's involved with that, but I wanted to do all of this in one night to showcase how your actions in the field hospital will affect the fight at the end, which was kind of crazy because those pilots didn't do much. There's a 50% chance that they shoot it and it moves back 5 feet, so it effectively doesn't move at all, and I might need to make that a 75% chance, because that's apparently wasn't enough. So you guys will get
by degrees of success of talking to the townspeople. Like that affects how effective they are.
Correct.
That might be a more fair way to do it.
Well,
just because, like how you said, like, well, they're kind of disinterested in helping you, because they're busy doing other shit.
Well, they're busy saving their friends. So
Yeah.
the Skyfire Legion pilots, that was a flat chance. They have a 50% chance if you recruit them to push the blob back. The residents, that had a scale of success, and you guys reached the furthest scale of success, which was 3d6. It was 1d6, 2d6, 3d6, plus 3. And if you guys had just hit that's why I said, like, you succeeded, but you could have done better.
Yeah.
Because he could have had more of an empowerment to him to grab more people, which you then did. So you got to have 3 rifle mortarmen chucking these mortars into the battlefield. So you guys did great.
Yeah, the timer mechanic is really solid, man. I like that.
Thanks. And yeah, so this is the adventure that I wrote very quickly in 15 minutes for the Design Dash competition.
Damn, dude.
And you guys...
Nice.
Well, and then, so what happened was I wrote most of that, and then a couple days later, when I was kind of formulating how to make it a real adventure, that's when I added the excavator and the wind condition and all that. But all of the blob and the convincing and the fighting the animals and the blob at the same time, that was all in the Design Dash competition.
Yeah.
So as a finished adventure, it just needed a giant mechanical scorpion, which, I mean, we've all been there.
What movie does? Yep.
So that is the end of this adventure. We timed it perfectly. It's 10:05.
Nice.
At that. Look at us. If you are watching right now and you would like to find this adventure, you can find it on my Starfinder Infinite page, which is this link right here.
Aren't you glad that I casted grease on the giant scorpion
Dude,
so
so
it would be frictionless, so that you could push it?
Because I knew, like, I was like, does he? All right, it has to do something. It has to do something. It can't just like it can't just not do anything. Something has to happen because of this grease. And if it had stayed there another like round and a half, there was a good chance that it could have got hit by mortars again. If the excavator is destroyed, that's also a lose condition, because you can't dig the trench quick enough without a scorpion excavator. You can find our old videos on YouTube. Not our old videos, but you can find the episodes of season 2, which we're currently recording on YouTube right now. You can go follow that link to get up to episode 12, maybe? I don't really remember. This week, instead of a edited episode from the Dead Sun's Adventure Path, that will be this video instead, so that you can experience the cotton candy crash landing explosion. That was the prompt, was cotton candy crash landing. And our last link is going to be all of our... I think it's still our Twitter links. Yeah, you can follow us on Twitter if it exists this week. I've been saying that for 6 months. And
it refuses to die.
It refuses to die, which is crazy. But other than that, I don't have anything else to add. Thank you for playing this adventure with me. You guys did really good. I know I really pushed you guys through the middle because I knew the combat at the end was going to take a while.
Yeah, I had to think tactically. I mean, I got to use some new spells, and Captain got to use some new feats and everything, so I really dig that.
Everybody's level made them way more powerful. It is excellent.
Yeah.
It really did.
So
yeah.
I will never supercharge Clara ever. But damage reduction is pretty friggin' sweet.
Yeah.
So I gotta start using that more. So
Yeah.
I've had it the whole time, guys. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
Now I think is unless you guys have anything to add, now is the time we're going to close it out. Nope. Okay. Viewers, thank you for viewing. Players, thank you for playing. Paizo, thank you for making Starfinder and Pathfinder. You can find more information about those things at paizo.com. If you want to get into organized play, go for it. Learn how to play Pathfinder. It's very good. Learn how to play Starfinder.
It's a good game.
It's gonna change your life. Starfinder is kind of a lot. So Now I think without adding anything else, now is the time where we are all going to look at the camera and say goodbye, and then I'm going to play the promo. Everybody look at the camera and wave and say goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
You're coming from the black. You want a place that reminds you of home. You want traditional foods like our Triaxians, cadaver digits, fresh fried, every cycle, or tacos made the Spartan way, flavored with real asteroid sauce. With quality fine enough for the syndicate, but at prices any corporate collar can afford. So after you dock, head over to the Eye. We're open all cycle, every cycle, ready to treat you like family, hive mind, or brood clutch. Spacies, you're gonna like the food you eat from the restaurant that I own.